Guitar, what?
You don't say the guitar in the background, dude? Serenade somebody. Let's do this.
Oh my goodness, he's back to the strings again.
Come on, Brandon.
Do it upright.
I've been watching you from afar. I don't know. I got nothing.
What?
I don't know.
I wrote this
It's got this
song.
little contraption. See, it's like a.
Oh, it's that chord thing. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
The chord guide or whatever
This
that
is
is.
what happens when you are quarantined. You buy a lot of things
Weren't y'all going to the beach?
tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
It is. The chord thing's pretty legit. Like, I mean, it really does like change. Like, it's really easy to play.
I like how Brandon says he's quarantined, but he's been out on his boat and the pool and other places, and now they're going to Florida.
It's quarantine.
You know,
Quarantine's over.
It's not really quarantine.
quarantine's done. Yeah.
No, what I meant is really like quarantine. This is quarantine.
Yeah, what we're doing is the definition of quarantine and self-isolation.
Bill, if you leave your house, when you walked outside, you ended your quarantine.
Yeah, you are
Oh,
You
it's
start
true.
over again.
social distancing.
Said,
We are
What?
social distancing, yes.
do I need
Social distancing, yes, but not quarantine.
do I need to stay?
I mean, we've self-isolated for, I mean, I haven't seen or communicated with another person other than Stacy, and that's only like 20% of the time anyway.
Yeah, but she
That's
talks
pre.
to
That's
Bill.
pre.
doesn't-
That's pre-corona,
All
right?
those germs that come by from him. And
Yeah,
his dogs come back and forth, and who knows what they got.
well, the dogs are out of control. Yep, the dogs definitely have
What?
the puppy coronavirus.
Nice.
Or whatever.
My dogs have stay-at-home dog mom fever is what they have.
Yeah.
They love me being at home.
The dogs are definitely living the dream.
They're living their best life.
Yeah. They enjoy the at-home time.
Oh, we lost Pops already. We lost Pops. He's passed out.
He's going to get
Pops has
something.
coronavirus. He's out.
I think he had a dry cough just now.
Are they in the same room? They on the both in
Oh,
the?
Yeah, yeah. Pop's come back. He just went and got
Say,
something.
dude, I am the social distance champion. This is what I'm at.
Nice.
This is the mask, obviously.
Oh, he went and got his thing to hold his iPad.
This dude's got a mask and everything. Have you got designer? Have you seen the Disney designer mask?
Yeah,
I
they're
ordered
pretty
them.
legit.
They said they're shipping it soon.
You're lying.
You talking about
The one that
the
has
Shop
Star Wars?
Disney ones? Yeah, the Shop Disney official mask. Yeah,
They're like sold out for like. I'm surprised you got them. I thought they were sold out.
It let me pre-order.
Oh yeah, try pre-order.
And then I got a message the other day saying that they were making them.
Hey, it's after 7.
I had the one with like the baby Yoda in Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good one.
I have those. And then I have the one I brought to your house that has the Mickey with the EKG.
They unrelated. There's a fantastic LSU recap of the season right now on ESPN on SEC Network.
nice. Like
Yeah.
they're playing every game back to back to back.
No, they did like a. I guess they followed the team around all year, and so it's like a recap of the year. But it's incredible because that was just incredible.
Yeah.
Is this being recorded?
Yeah. This has been recorded.
They are the last national champs of any sports. All
Right.
year. So
Pretty much. That's true. 2020 is closed. So
So maybe since you're talking about your your mask options and what you ordered, did they have anything to cover your naked legs?
Yeah. What is wrong with my naked legs?
oh God, what the hell?
Are you wearing drawers? Do you have pants on right now?
I have shorts on.
This is
My
a
shorts to my
PG-13
knees.
recording. What the hell? This isn't some X-rated shit.
I have shorts on.
You're just wearing a nightshirt.
Show them. Go ahead.
Oh, look, I got shorts. Shorts.
Oh Jesus! It's some Basic Instinct shit going on. What the? Close your legs.
Oh,
What the fuck
what
is
is
happening? Mom's like spread, open up her legs. It's Basic Instinct in here. What's that
I
shit?
left. Yeah, and I come back to that.
Yeah.
I should have clothes on. You said I don't have any clothes on.
All right.
Nightshirt. Qualify that, please. Qualify
Oh my
that.
God, dude.
All right.
No.
I have more than a nightshirt on right now.
I'll be right behind you.
I'll be right behind you. Nice.
I'm afraid of.
Okay, come on, let's go, man.
Let's go. Let's get this podcast rolling.
How we doing on this row?
Yeah.
In a row?
This is a speaking of podcasts. So did
This
you
is-
listen
no,
to the
please
recent
stop, okay,
one of the
No
Dis
corona
Dudes?
right there.
Of who?
Have you listened
Oh,
to
the Dis Dudes? No, they're doing the Disney Dining Challenge or something, weren't they?
Yeah, well, they're doing they're going to each park and each resort and talking about quick service. But then today's was, should they get rid of the contemporary? Like, fix
What?
it.
What kind of topic is that?
They have they do like a fix it. What is it? Hold on, I forgot the.
It's like fix it. It's like the whole like marry, fuck, kill thing, but it's like for
Why would they get rid of the
repair,
contemporary?
destroy, whatever.
keep it, fix it, or burn it.
Keep
Yeah.
it, fix it, or burn it. Yeah.
Yeah, so they do a whole
Contemporary added on the
thing.
Bay Towers.
Dude, that's like the best hotel they got. Why would they take it down?
Yeah.
Hopefully they said
Well,
fix it.
I didn't actually listen to it. I put it on and then I just
Oh.
didn't listen to it. But,
Well, you're useless.
where's my chart?
Disney
Hold on,
dudes.
I don't have my bracket.
Oh Jesus! Does me have a does Stacy have a bracket?
Do I need to go get mine?
This year, you wearing pants?
I got a
Does
bracket.
everybody have pants on? Can we
Hey,
start
it's
with,
on.
can we
I don't
start
know.
with
I
that?
can't see Stacy. I can see Stacy's top.
I don't have pants on.
Nice. Yeah. Well, first of all, this is a PG-13 situation. We're recording this.
What?
You can't curse anymore.
It's a PG.
I didn't have pants on
That's
today
right.
when I did the webinar.
Oh my God.
the honor lock webinar. That's great.
Don't doubt it.
Awesome.
Sounds
I also didn't have the video on either, but you know.
Yeah, no video. Absolutely, good call. Good call. You got your bracket? Do you
I
need your
to go get my
bracket?
bracket.
I mean, it's good to have just a
I found a
reference.
bracket to reference. Yeah.
Just as a reference.
Oh,
Yeah. Pops is
okay.
giving up. Pops has got to go get his now.
I
Stacy
think
doesn't know where hers is. I think I have yours, Stacy. I think I was up here.
Okay, let me just. No, mine ain't even
Yeah,
print.
Disney Springs opens up like tomorrow or something, right? Or no, 20th.
May 22nd or something. Yeah.
And then Disney
Yeah.
World, like the large resorts, apparently on phase 4 of Florida's reopening plan.
Which
Only
means,
phase 1.
which means the what exactly?
You know, I can say things for one. All right, got my bracket.
But it's hard to like. Why would you stay at a resort if there's no parks to go to? What are you doing?
I mean, like the
We've done
park will open up in phase 4.
But
Like
they're talking
Florida-
about July. I mean, it's July 1st. As of
Yeah.
right now, you can't even make a reservation till till July
July.
1st.
I'll go in August without going to a park.
We've done stuff like that already.
We saw the Shanghai open and they rocked it. Like they were fine. Like mask and contact tracing and all kind of stuff they're doing in Shanghai.
Yep.
Except they said the fireworks was still like a huge debacle of people because they did fireworks in Shanghai, which is surprising
Right.
because everyone was grouped up into a small area with fireworks. So
Yeah, they're supposed to not do that here. I think the goal here is to not have fireworks or parades or any. I mean, they're talking about not having guests, like not having hotel rooms occupied, like having 24 hours between people in the room
Stacy doing?
so they can clean
What,
them.
disinfect?
Stacy, what are you doing?
Oh, now I understand it.
Stacey is doing something with her hair, but at least she has pants on.
I have pants on. You don't stop saying I'm take my pants off.
All right.
All right, I'll be right behind you.
I
Yeah, let's keep the pants. Let's
That
keep the
sounds
pants.
rather kinky.
She's getting
Yeah.
flashy in her old age, huh?
Oh my
Look,
God.
what? I tell you what.
just take my damn pants off right now.
Dude, go ahead and then streak down the street. I dare you.
Let's not say you did.
Christian,
What?
Let's not say you did.
Christian would.
Christian go naked in
That-
He
public.
has gone naked in public.
Christian's disgusting. Who wants to see his penis?
All right.
Okay.
Ask that from
I'll have to
someone
edit.
that-
Edit that out.
Requested for
I'll
two
pull that
out of the
two
Disney
weeks.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yes.
click. Yeah, that's going. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, when we actually do start the podcast, I can see we're not going to be able to have guests on. We're going to have to.
Yeah.
No, that's all part of the entertainment. Nobody wants to just hear you.
Hey, you can say the F word and I can't say penis?
Oh, they'll be cursing in our podcast. That's like actually part of the description. Is
Yeah,
that
then why can't
Oh,
you?
wait.
Correct.
But I can't say the word penis, and you can say the F word? That doesn't make any
It's
sense.
seeing people's penis or seeing the host penis. That's it's over the top. Like nobody says, "Hey, Howard Stern, let's see your penis today."
Some people probably do that too.
Right, it's out there, Christian. You might want to put that out there as an incentive.
I mean, hey, if it gets people listening,
Penis show.
subscribe now.
Let's go. Let's start.
Like, subscribe.
Stop talking.
All right. So I thought this. I mean, this is a long-awaited. Final Four. We've been talking about old rides that closed and whatnot, and then this extinct attraction thing popped up. I thought it was cool to see some of these old rides that we haven't ridden in
You
Kajunian
should
years.
put this on it instead of Food Rocks.
Some of them are really long. Like they've been closed for like quite a while.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
some of them are like really extinct, like dinosaur style extinct. I mean,
Oh,
like,
dinosaurs.
some I don't remember what they were. Like I had to look them up.
Yeah, I had to Google like El Rio del Tempo. I thought was the old. I didn't realize they changed the Mexican ride. I thought it was. It's always been the same to me. Apparently, they tweaked it a little bit because El Rio del Tempo was the old Mexican ride. I didn't even
Yeah,
What did they
I knew that.
notice a change. Well, they flipped it to like, I think they put the Three Amigos in it at one point,
Oh yeah.
and then they rolled it back to what it is today. I think that was kind of like the Tiki Bird thing. They did the Tiki Birds and they put Iago and what's the other guy's name?
And they brought it back to the original.
Yeah, under new management was Iago and Zazu from Lion King, and then they brought it back to the old way, which well, you know, we watched actually. So interestingly enough, I think we kind of shared that. Stacy and I said we started this bracket. We were going to live stream the videos. Live stream the not live stream. We're going to watch the videos online because there's apparently every ride's been videotaped across the sky. Like every ride at some
Yeah,
point.
but the videotape sucks sometimes.
Right,
But
but it's still
that
video.
sucks.
It's still been taped or recorded. So it's either a handheld VCR. I mean, back in the day, these dudes were
Yes.
rocking
Yeah.
them joints with the shoulder cams and shit. Apparently,
Yeah.
then it flipped to GoPros and whatnot. So yeah, so we did that. So we started with the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Nice.
I got to tell you, that was. I'm not really sure why anybody would ride that ride, even in life, in
That was
in
the
real life.
slowest 10 minutes of my life.
I
Yeah.
mean, so
Well, it was okay when you could see stuff.
When you're on it, it's not that bad because you can actually see more than what you saw with the guy taping it.
Yeah, he's just
so
out there.
terrible.
It's pretty. Yeah,
I mean,
I
Disneyland
hardly
has
saw
the Nemo.
anything with the guy taping it.
they switched it to Finding Nemo, so now at least there's some characters and stuff in there. And if
It's
you
still
don't know
pretty
that shit,
awful. I mean, it's still pretty slow. Like it's a long ride.
it's a long ride. Yeah, we're,
ride.
yeah. So we were on it, and they're like, "There's bubbles popping and whatnot." If you don't know the story with the squid, like you're waiting for the squid.
That's
That's the
correct.
that's the big thing, and then the squid thing. But it's a very low action movie, a low action ride. So we
It was
made
the idea that you were underneath something, you felt like you were actually
right,
in a submarine.
right. Dive.
Right.
We rode Skyway. That was enjoyable. Riding that again, nice slow pace. Then we got to
Right back too.
Toads.
Like,
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
ooh.
Yeah, and then that was it. It was lights out after that. I got dizzy, sick, and we pretty much called it. So we made 3 rides out of the 64 that we were going to ride because
I did more than that.
Yeah.
We did more than that.
Christian literally had to like put his head down on the sofa.
yeah, I was out. Done. Most of
Right,
it wasn't the
wasn't-
ride. It was the guy. I blame it on the videographer. Like he was like doing this shit
Yeah.
the whole time, plus the
Yes.
ride spinning. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what's happening?
Well, and then again, you
Horizons,
saw very
too.
little of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
All you saw was him flailing his camera from side to side.
Same thing with
That's
we
a-
did
a very
Horizons.
dark
You,
ride.
you saw very little Horizons because the guy's camera was horrible.
Right. We made it to Wishes. We did watch Wishes, and then after that, I was like, we tried Snow White, and then I went and threw up. That
You
was
didn't
it.
do the
That was-
swan boats?
I didn't do Swan Boat. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Like I didn't realize that the Swan Boats was you could actually ride in that lagoon.
Well,
in the
because by
boat.
the time y'all got to go, it wasn't.
The station is
Okay.
still there because they hold the dessert party there, right? Don't they have that dessert, the dinner?
Right. But
Firework party on that.
in Magic Kingdom.
by the time we took
Yeah.
y'all,
dessert party
as children, it wasn't there
in
anymore.
Tomorrowland.
So maybe not. I mean, there's still a station on the water. that
Yeah, you
apparently
got
no one ever-
you got like it looks like just a gazebo or something
Yeah,
like that.
right. That was a swan boat. You used to be able to take it all around the castle underneath, and then all the way to Adventureland. I was like,
We
dude,
rode
what?
it. We went there in '73 and then '74, and then after that, when we were back in '80, it was gone.
So it didn't last very long. Then it was a very short window. So that was fun to do. Wishes is in 4K, which was incredible. I mean, it was almost like standing in the place without hearing the
Yeah.
people screaming and kids crying and whatnot. But yeah, the images on the 4K video that you can see now is freaking out. It's outstanding. It
We
was
got
so-
some really good people who have done videos of the fireworks.
way better than anything that we would have captured with our
Yeah.
phones and whatnot.
Did y'all watch this one? The Final Wishes. It's the Final Wishes.
It was the Final Wishes 4K, and no one would leave. Like we watched the one we watched, and like no one left. Like everybody just stood there, like it was gonna happen. Encore, like blow up more shit. They didn't. It was over. But like everybody just sort of stood there and didn't want to go.
So this dude, this is the one I'm watching right now, is the Diz, and that's the one. Yeah, this guy is like prides himself on like capturing the fireworks, like best anybody. He's like the best firework videographer in the world. This guy.
That may have been, it was like a steady cam. Like it's on a tripod, obviously. Like it's just
Yeah.
solid 4K video.
He's like yelling at people to get away from his camera because, like, you know,
Sounds about right. That's what I would do.
that's him. He's pretty good. He does. They have some good. The Diz has a lot of good content.
I mean, what you're seeing right here is the Kitchen Cabaret, which wasn't on the list, which I'm super surprised. They had Food Rocks, but they had Kitchen Cabaret. That was like, I remember seeing that so many times. And then that was the whole like veggie, fruit. Yeah, ham and egg.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a, why they switched it to Food Rocks. I don't even remember Food Rocks, honestly.
Because they wanted to make it more up to what kids are listening to.
Man, fuck these kids these days, man. What the hell? Like,
What they know?
And I think
Like
have
the
a TikTok.
fruit veggie was awesome. with
exactly. I mean, they don't want to see food. They want to see the woe, man. They do like that's all they want to see.
Yeah, they want to catch the whoa.
That's
the
all. They-
Yogurt, ice cream, yeah.
Whatever they do, I don't know.
So for this one particularly, like we have been hinting around doing this segment, and we haven't done it, but this seemed fitting that we would do this segment for the extinct attractions, and it's our in memoriam. It's our
Cute.
in memoriam section, and it was what these are rides that didn't get one single vote. And I thought for sure
Hey,
some of these would have at least gotten one vote from us. No, flat on its faces. Some of them we know
Are
why.
you gonna
Some of them
play
we don't.
like a memorial song?
No, we're not.
yeah,
I don't have any music.
We got in the arms of an angel.
Oh, God.
So let Brandon play the guitar and sing while you show him.
Yeah, you can rock their guitar if you'd like. I mean,
You
that's
could play a memorial
Nice,
song.
that's a good idea. If I could. I need the chords. Yeah.
yeah. You got to get the guitar too. That's the thing. Like you got to buy a guitar, then you got to get the chord thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't come.
Brandon, where you get your guitar at?
Where do I get it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been probably years.
The guitar store
Yeah, before it shut down.
before it
It was
closed.
like literally called the guitar store. And
We have one up here, which is super. That's where I got my keyboard from. That was the guitar store, but they sell everything.
Yeah.
it's like
drums and
$150. I mean, it was like maybe like 99. I don't know, like a beginner guitar or something. It wasn't very expensive.
Acoustic guitar. Yeah, I'm sure you can buy it on the Amazon if you really wanted to get an
Amazon,
acoustic
yeah,
guitar.
but-
Right.
But the like beginner ones don't have very good ratings on Amazon. They're not very good.
Let's see which one. Let's see. This is a Yamaha. It's a Yamaha.
Yeah, Yamaha's good.
Yeah, so you could take it out for a spin after because it has a motor built into it.
Nice. Rare. Put it in the back of your boat and roll out. I'm guessing. Yeah. I mean, the guitar. I'm sure the garage. I mean, the guitar store has curbside pickup during the coronavirus. I'm sure that you can probably pick that up. So in this in memoriam, like there was just some that didn't get any votes. For example, and I think I realized
Oh.
why they had to pull this. Now, this was a shot probably from 1977 of the Skyway, and it went from Tomorrowland
empty
to
it is.
Fantasyland. Right. Every picture. All right. So to that point, every fucking picture I pulled up in the 70s, it was dead. It was not even remotely close to as crowded as it is now. It must have been like the greatest place to be back in the day when there wasn't 600,000 people at the park.
That's incredible.
That was probably
That's-
summertime. People are wearing shorts. It's probably like June, July. Yeah. Amazing. You could actually ride the 5-minute wait for Peter
Look at
Pan.
Peter Pan had like no weight. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
No weight.
I think that might be. Is that us right there? I mean, it looks like I might be.
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, look at the strollers. I mean, this is pretty dated
Yeah.
stuff here. No fast pass and no wait and no line
Oh,
for
yeah.
Right, and it was only Magic Kingdom, it was the only park.
Magic Kingdom was the only park, right? And it was still this dead empty.
Yeah.
I see why that I think I understand why they pulled this thing, because while I was watching the Skyway video, I was like, it'd be fun to throw something at the people down there. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's why they had to pull it, because
No, they pulled it
definitely.
because a worker fell off of it while he was working on it, right?
oh,
Wow.
but then they built this extensive then they went and spent a cajillion dollars and built an extensive Skyway program between all the hotels in the
Right.
parks this year. But I don't remember riding this thing. I'm imagining it was there when we were alive, right? They pulled it before we even got there.
Yeah, we rode it. We rode
Rode
it.
it.
That's
I remember-
possible,
I
yeah,
remember riding it.
because I remember when y'all went from when y'all in high school, and y'all went to Disney World parade.
Yeah.
I rode this ride and I lost a hat right over the
That's about right.
Artiplex. Or
Yeah, but y'all rode it as kids too, when y'all younger.
Oh,
Yeah, I would
There you go.
force you, and Kristen, you would cry. Your mom would.
I cried, Christian would cry, Brandon would be like,
it
oh,
seems
this
like a
is
great
fun.
shortcut to go from Haunted Mansion to tomorrow to
Yeah, because it's
to
such a
Space
long
Mountain.
walk.
It does seem in the time when you're a kid, Disney World
Yeah,
is very, very big.
It's true.
It was a very long walk. No, it's a fantastic ride. I mean, I remember it being like a really good. It was nice. I mean, I remember standing in line in Tomorrowland waiting. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah, it was right. The station was right.
Because
It's
I
still
remember
there,
getting
right?
that
It's by the
station.
bathroom
It was
and
just
then
like-
Space Mountain.
The new place where they put the
bathroom.
bathrooms, where they put the little bathrooms, yes.
I don't know. I thought that was. I'm surprised that didn't make it. That didn't make the cut.
it didn't get a single vote.
What's that?
It didn't get a single vote.
Didn't get a single vote. Not even one.
You
Well, it was against 20,000 leagues.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that.
tough
We'll get to that. The next one. Oh, and also just for methodology, I picked one ride per sub bracket, right? So I could have went crazy and like picked a million. Once I started digging through this, I was like, oh my god, these rides are so great. Why didn't this get a vote? So I only picked one per ride. So I didn't go super nuts. Well, maybe. But this one, I thought I do remember
Yeah,
riding
wings.
this ride.
Dude, that ride made it to my top 8.
That's what I was thinking. I thought for sure this ride would have made it all the way through, and it didn't. I didn't even notice that Brandon voted for it. That's right. Yeah, you did vote for that. But this ride was incredible. Like it was. I mean, it was Eastern Airlines. Like you thought you were flying. It was all about airports and being in the sky, and yeah, not that great now. This would be the only place to go to actually be in an airplane.
Yeah.
This ride.
Yeah. Dude, this
Uh,
ride was incredible. I mean, it's been replaced by Buzz Lightyear, so
Exactly. Yep. Buzz Lightyear is what took it over. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear took this over. I'm thinking what they could do during the coronavirus is bring this ride back for that exact reason, because you can't fly, and who knows what the airline industry is going to look like in the next 4 months. But
exactly.
they may have to bring us back to be like, remember when you could fly? Remember when we had wings?
This is what a plane looked like.
Yeah. This could be it. This ride
You
was
don't have
super
to go
cool.
to Washington to the Smithsonian to see the plane.
Exactly. Yeah, the Air and Space Museum. It'll be the only time you can sit in a cockpit for this. So yeah, I thought for sure that this one would catch a little bit more.
You didn't even
than
get
that.
one?
But Brandon voted for it. I missed Brandon voting for the.
I brought it all the way through.
He went all the way to.
Well, originally I had not voted for it. I had put Spectrum Magic ahead of it, but then I realized what it was upon viewing. I'm like, oh, this ride was the best. Like, we had never flown before, so it was like really our first time to fly. Yeah, if you want to call it that. And I was like, man, this is the coolest ride ever. And then it turned to this, and then it turned to Buzz Lightyear.
Didn't they? It was Eastern first. Didn't they switch it to Delta? Because Delta became like a partner for Disney, and I think the Orlando Airport was a hub for Delta.
I think Eastern went bankrupt.
And then they switched it to Delta. For some reason, I remember it being a Delta ride when we wrote it. Here's another one that I thought again, surprised that not only did no one vote for it, but Mom didn't vote for it. Like, she didn't vote for Figment. I thought for sure you would have voted Journey to the Imagination.
No, what was it against though?
It was against El Tempo and Cranium Command and Food Rocks. That was the bracket.
Cranium.
Oh, Food Rock. I did Food Rocks.
Yeah.
I did cranium command.
So I did
don't say
have
what
it
you
as
did.
my the next level Food Rock. I had Food Rocks and Journey.
Yeah.
I had that, but then Food Rocks beat out that.
Yeah.
But I do like Figment. Figment was, and I also like when you got off Figment when you went to the thing with all the lights, the tunnel with all the lights.
It was like an interactive. It was like an interactive
Rainbow
feature
tunnel,
and whatnot.
Then you went into the interactive, and y'all did.
Yeah.
When y'all were little, y'all got on stage and did a little thing. Do you remember that?
It was last year. What you saw?
I did
They
a
were
little
doing that?
thing. What the hell? What?
There
What were we
was
doing?
you could get on stage and they you did a little dances and it showed you and they projected you onto a screen.
Oh yeah. Now I remember.
Oh
that.
yeah, I thought
They
they
remember
get on
doing
stage
that?
and do a dance. How did we end up straight? Like what the fuck?
I don't know. You and your brother got on it, and then they did like a little background,
dance.
and then you did
Make a little love.
and made it a little interactive. But you and your brother
Imagine
did it when
tonight.
y'all were little. Y'all weren't that little, like y'all were.
26,
Right. That was
27.
again
No,
16,
like 6 and
16,
10.
14, something like that.
exactly. We were,
Like 6 and 10, somewhere around there.
right.
It was
Yeah.
during the
18, 14.
yeah. It was during prom night.
Y'all did a little thing in when you did Journey and Imagination area.
I do remember that. I was
And I don't remember doing this thing, but
I don't remember doing the thing. Yeah, I remember all the interactive stuff. I don't remember the dance.
It wasn't like a dance, but y'all got it and you had to do some stuff, and then they made it interactive.
And then they made you take your clothes off.
And
that's when
then
it got weird.
shit got weird.
That's a
Then
Boy Scout,
Figment,
sweetie.
then Figment came out and was like, "Hey, I got 2 horns. What do you want to do now?"
I'm a horny guy.
That's it.
Oh,
Take
my
it
goodness.
going.
Speaking of that, so Universe of Energy was Ellen's ride, which I thought was a decent ride. But what I was most surprised, or what I would have liked to have seen in memoriam, and the reason why I picked this, I'll explain, is that this is Maelstrom, which is Norway. Norway has now been ruined by Frozen. I liked
Yes, it
this
has.
little ride, and you got on the boat, and they went to Norway, and they had the gnomes or whatever these things were.
And it looked
called.
like you were gonna go over a waterfall.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
go
big,
walk
like
around.
the big oil platform, like the drilling rig. Like it was cool. Like it was, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Cool
That was
ride.
Norway. It was the North Sea and all the other things. And now it kind of reminds you of Fraggle Rock, like all these like little things, right? And now it's fucking Frozen because they had to sell out the whole the whole pavilion is now devoted to Frozen. The restaurant, the ride, all of it.
Everything's first.
So that's why I picked this one. I wasn't gonna put Captain EO in there because who the fuck gives a shit about Michael Jackson? So
Yeah.
that was
I like Captain EO.
Somebody voted for Captain EO.
Nobody voted for Captain EO.
No, but I liked it.
No. The next. Oh wait, I thought I had some in here. Maybe not. So this other one, which I thought was, oh, that's why. Oh, I mixed it up. That's why I had to mix it up. All right. The other one, with no votes. I mean, I'm not sure how this one didn't get a single vote either. Because, whatever, it's not there anymore. Maybe we all forgot about it, but how could you forget Catastrophe
Oh,
Canyon?
yes.
Like, dude, Catastrophe Canyon was lit. Like, that was the
Yeah, it was.
Wait, that was. Oh yeah, that wasn't even any. Well, so the Backlot tour is on there.
The Backlot tour was on there, but it didn't get a vote.
Dude, what, have you looked at my thing?
Oh, BL. Oh, damn, that's right. That's what I thought you wanted the what is the backstage
What's
backstage
the
pass?
backstage pass? Yeah, which one's that? What is
The
that?
backstage pass was this. So basically, what it was it was a walking tour, and then the cart tour. Right, the walking tour was the
Oh.
backstage pass, which was the half of the one. Sorry, the walking tour. Remember, you walked through the studios, and there was like some like ultra
that's what I
battle
wanted.
thing or whatever.
That's probably the one I really wanted actually. But
Was the back lot tour? Yeah, the back lot was what you voted for. Yeah, how to
no, that's what I voted for. Backstage pass was I would like the walking through, like, and you see like the sets, and they used
Right.
to, didn't they like film something at one
They
point?
did, yeah, and you would see them like doing things, and I think that's where you could be a part of the show. Not so much. I don't remember the Journey to Imagination. I wonder if that's a figment of your imagination.
That is.
You didn't get to go. You get to watch it. You didn't get to be a part of anything.
Yeah, I
Good
thought
film
yeah,
with the Mickey Mouse Club going on in there.
Right.
there was
You
like
didn't
a
get to
whole
be a part of it, you
situation.
see
Yeah,
it.
So I remember the Mickey Mouse Club was getting shot in there. You know, it was sort of like an auditorium style, but it was like kind of like Jurassic Park when you had like windows and you rode
Right. And you just kind of look down and you
and
can see them
what was
doing
happening.
stuff.
Yeah, that was that. I don't know why they got rid of that. That makes the studio a studio, but I guess when they killed MGM and made it whatever it is,
Because they
Hollywood
had
Studios.
Ready, Set, Go or something like that back there.
Yeah.
Ready, set, go. Yeah, live lights, motors, action.
Yeah. So if you look at if you look at the map right now, the race set go whatever was like away from Catastrophe Canyon. I guess they blew up Catastrophe Canyon when they decided to do Toy Story.
Oh, that's where that
It was like, where is so
No,
Star
No,
Wars
Catastrophe
landed
Canyon is
now.
when they took over lights, camera, action.
Toy Story is building number 3 or 2. You see where in the production center? That's where Toy Story is.
All right, so lights, camera, action was in the like left corner, not the middle corner, right? Like it was right behind. It's like where the Octatorium. Or maybe you walked around and ended up back there.
They took
Yeah,
a
that's
whole bunch
what
of
it
stuff
was.
on lights, camera, action.
You ended up walking, because the lights, camera, action, you had to like kind of walk a decent ways to get to the actual stage.
Right. True. That's right. Yeah,
So
which was
maybe that's
probably
where
Catastrophe
Canyon.
Canyon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
But they had like the
it was.
Golden Girls house, and they had like a house from the Wonder Years,
Right.
whatever, and you would drive through. I think they had some other, they had some stuff. That was good.
Okay.
Wait, what's happening? Maybe he's got to go to the bathroom.
What's that you said?
Well, the best. I mean,
So you're
I
going
voted for this.
Are you going
I'm
poop?
not jokes.
You going
No,
poop?
it's gonna get some food.
This made it to my final 8, which was the lights, the Osborne lights, and the best Osborne
Yes,
lights.
that was the
when
Osborne walkway.
you walk
Yes,
through the
yeah.
neighborhood. Like when
Right.
you walk
Oh,
past the
yes.
Golden Girls,
Yeah.
I was like you're walking through like Anytown, USA.
That's
know,
right.
It was just like that was the cool lights.
Oh,
And then they converted the light show just to be the circled area, which Pops probably did that. But yeah, when it was like the full blown like
That's
backlot for the lights, that's when it was legit.
I forgot about that. I forgot about the houses were decorated. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was super cool. Yep. It was so much more sprawled out. Like, I don't know why they squeezed it into like just the New York. I mean, I guess they had to because they built all that shit back there. But like, I remember it just being so much more expansive. In the beginning, the lights were like all over. But
Yeah.
they squeezed it into just the New York streets, and then that was it. It was much cooler when they had the backlight street, or the backlight street that you could walk up and down. The houses were decorated.
Yeah, it was much better when it was all houses there. What's going on with Mimi's iPad? Oh.
What's happening? Pops is doing something. Are y'all eating something? What are y'all eating? Put yourself on mute.
Yeah, the backlot tour. I mean, they
Look at
kept
your face.
The backstage pass was equally good, but I ended up having Great Movie Ride go a little bit further. But backstage pass was neat because again, you could like see them filming things, and they claimed they did some of the Mickey's
Right.
Mickey
The
Mouse
Disney,
Club.
Disney Channel show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when Disney Channel was popular, right? They said that they were filming Disney Channel shows there. They weren't. It was all in LA. Everything was in Burbank. Like they did.
a single damn thing from there. What they made you think like it was. 'Cause they put like the black screen up, like
Oh
we're
yeah.
currently filming a show right now. Like they're getting filming shit.
The red light would come on, like filming. Yeah.
Right.
Like, the only thing you got is some dude, some union worker down there taking his 17th lunch break.
And Michael Jackson's thriller outfit up in there.
Yeah. Yeah. They had a lot of cool stuff in there. don't know why they flipped it, but now it's like I guess they converted all that stuff to rides basically. All those studios are now rides.
Yeah, studios just become like this very strange. Like there's no real theme of it anymore. It's just like a bunch of shit. Like it's a bunch of like I don't know. You got Pixar, you got Star Wars, and you got whatever the hell Hollywood Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster fall into, which is just random IPs. But I mean, like it's just a weird place. There's no theme anymore. It's just a fucking ride place.
It's all scattered, right? I mean, this was when it was a working studio. Was when it was MGM. Yeah. I mean, Indiana Jones, it was a live action. That made sense that Indiana Jones would be there. It was a live action thing. Then when they put Star Tours in there, and what was even the Muppets? I mean,
is Muppets already gone? No, they still have the Muppets Theater, right?
Muppets Theater is still there, even after Star Wars' total domination of that back center part of the park. That's still there with Tatooine in the middle. It's the thing, like Tatooine's here, then they got the Muppets, and then Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they. Well, I think we were there, but the gates were up, so I don't know how the flow and feel of it is, but that's weird. This one, let me just show you the picture and see if you even know where this is.
Nice. Sounds dangerous, dude. This one's legit.
Sounds fucking dangerous, dude. How many times do we go in those little booths and like listen to?
Yeah.
The hair
like,
get caught.
You put the headset on and like you felt the scissors, and it was like.
I brought your aunt and your grandmother them in there. They freaked out.
Yeah, the lights went off.
Dude, that was the best. The Drew Carey shit was garbage. Like the ride, the attraction itself was junk. But this part was like super cool. And I just remember going there like a million times, like to go listen to that thing. I was fascinated with the sound part, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, sounds dangerous. That's exactly.
Sounds Dangerous was one of those, if it weren't against the Osborne Lights, it could have made it to the final. I mean, that thing was legit.
It was.
I mean, the actual show itself, where they did you had the horses, and they showed you how they did the sound effects for like Sleepy Hollow. I mean, that was kind of cool.
It was Foley art. Yeah, it was like Foley artists.
Foley artists, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I mean, that was cool, but then this like little area you could go in without waiting in line. So like you just pop in, hop in the booth, get some cool air, listen to some sounds, get your Mickey Mouse like comes in with your haircut. And what was your name? I forgot like the name of the person or like who you were.
Oh yeah.
Like you were the boss. Like
you're the boss. Yeah.
You are the head of the like ABC film studio, and so that's like the background story. And you're supposed to sit in your office.
And all these people are coming in, right? Yeah, like, and Mickey's coming to visit. It's like a big day, so that's why you're getting your hair cut, and that's why like you're getting blow dried, and you can hear the blow dryer in your face. And all that.
The dude comes in to like pitch a movie. The guy comes in to pitch a movie, and they shoot the arrow to the mahogany.
And you're mahogany pedaling. Yeah, I remember that. Oh my God! See what I'm saying? Like I like this. That's I picked Sounds Dangerous to go into my top 8 actually, but I thought for sure it would have got a little bit more traction. The fact that we remember that, and that was what fucking 15 years ago. Remember the script?
Yeah,
it was
longer.
only 3 minutes. How many times we'd listened to this thing? You're mahogany pedaling.
Dude, they have YouTube. You can actually get the soundstation booth recording.
Yes, fucking A.
I'm listening to it right now. Cool. It's incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you've been hired as an executive for a motion picture studio.
But you won't be able to hear like because the headset had like I guess that was the first like 4G or whatever it was called. What's like the new?
Yeah.
You go to movie theaters and everything moves now. Like it's not 3D, it's 4D.
Yeah.
Like the D for the audio where you can like hear and feel shit.
Yeah, you have like both ears. Like you start in the right ear, then it moved to the left ear, and it was like super clear, even though the headsets were kind of crappy. But like the sound itself was amazing.
Exactly.
So I'm
gonna have to pull up YouTube to get that.
Yeah. Everything's on YouTube. There's nothing you can't find on YouTube. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There's no reason to leave anymore. Just do all your entertainment via YouTube. I mean,
just put yourself. Yeah, VR it all. VR it up. Put the VR on. This one I thought was also, again, super surprised that this didn't make it. No one voted. There was 0 votes. Nobody voted for it. And we just have such fond memories
Are you sure Brandon didn't vote for it?
of this place. And
Oh, yeah.
such fond memories of River Country. Wondering how nobody voted, especially Mimi. I thought for sure Mimi would have at least voted for this one.
Somebody died there from a brain-eating amoeba.
Yeah, you almost
It
died.
was
there.
safe.
You almost
Safe.
died. So I wanted to zoom in on just one particular ride at River Country. And so this is the ride that Mimi almost died on.
Nice.
So Mimi
Nice.
tell the story about how you almost drowned when you fell off this ride, or came off this ride. Huh?
What happened?
No laugh.
Yeah. So you see the top, like if you're looking at it, the top one, maybe it was the bottom. No, it was the bottom one. It was the bottom, right? So at River Country, you can see it's the lagoon water. So let me go back. So it's lagoon water
Yeah.
that all the boats go in and out from, like the castle. So the Contemporary, and then all that water, the big 5 Seasons Lagoon or whatever, right? So that's the water that kind of goes into it, right?
Gross.
So it's
Yeah.
super dark and it's not clear. Who knows if it's clean or not?
There's a lot
But
of
the thing
people
about
that
River
say
Country was that there was no depth, because it was sort of
Yes.
like a swimming hole, like a big lake, right? So there's no depth to it. So Dad comes down, he's down, Brandon goes, I go, we're sitting at the bottom in the water, like swimming to where the lifeguard is, and all of a sudden we see like fucking people just frantic, just lifeguards jumping in the water, like.
No,
where-
she
no,
did
no,
not jump in
where
the
they
water.
going?
Google
And y'all
it,
weren't
yeah.
All right,
swimming.
somebody blow the
I was
whistle.
standing
Let it
on the
whistle.
side.
Wow.
She gave me that little boom thing because
Right.
me and this other kid
Right.
one of the little things that the little whole thing you can hold on to.
I'm looking around saying,
Yeah,
somebody's
yeah.
drowning.
And
Who's
y'all were,
this?
y'all were already up on the area. You're already up there already. Y'all already walk up, and y'all both turn back around until your mother drowned, and y'all just laugh.
And we
You
just
just
laughed.
lost my hat.
That's
I
not-
was
Yeah.
about to say another example of when they left you and didn't care.
Exactly.
And then she lost Pops' hat. I mean, come on. Who does
Right.
that?
And the only thing that Potts is concerned about is I lost his freaking hat. Not that I was almost drowning. I lost his hat.
That's why they have life. Yeah.
I was glad to
I'll
see
tell
you.
you.
But she
That's
handed
what's
me a
important.
pole to pull me out.
Yeah, so you had to be saved
Wait, I was standing
by a lifeguard.
But y'all was standing on the, y'all weren't in the water at all. Y'all were on the edge of the thing looking down.
They had ropes that you could go, that divide
Right, but
us.
she didn't want me to go on the
But you
road.
could because they
Right,
rolled.
They kept rolling.
I kept on there's those things rolling and rolling.
There's a reason why we got to the edge so fast, because it's right there, and we could just swim, and in 2 seconds we're up on the ledge. So
It didn't have a bottom. I thought I was going to touch bottom.
That's it was a
At
whole
the
thing.
bottom. It's very
No
deep.
bottom.
It's like
Because
they didn't have a sign on
signs
the
and
top
bottoms.
that warns you when you get to the bottom. There's
Right.
like, you can't stand up.
you
But-
can't stand up.
And I think it's in pretty like bold letters for the children to read. Like,
That's
it's
it.
very noticeable, highlighted. Like it's 8 feet when you get to the bottom.
Yeah.
Don't
I didn't
try to
read
stand
that.
up. And
I was worried about my
maybe-
children. who
Children.
didn't care,
we
their
were
mother
fine.
was
We
drowning.
were just fine.
Just fine.
We were just fine.
This
Yeah,
is
y'all
like
didn't
last
even care
week.
about your mother drowning.
Yeah, it was funny. It was
Ah,
funny.
but it's probably one of the most memorable times that we had, particularly at River Country for sure, at any water park, to be honest.
That's the day we did all the water
The
parks
three
in
water
one day.
parks.
We did the water parks in one day, but you only drowned at one of them. So
Right, because it didn't have, and I was tired from the other 2 water parks, and I had to walk all the way to this one. Yes.
yeah, that was like the
Yeah.
gauntlet to do all 3 water parks. That was actually a pretty good feat if you think about it. Like we
I
went.
only did that for
Pleasure
1
Beach,
year, though.
Typhoon Lagoon, and because they
It
shut
was
River
a,
Country
it was a
down.
pass for all 3 water parks.
Yeah.
And they only did it for 1 year.
Yeah, that was a nice little mix there of
That was the weekend
Oh,
that
the
we
water
went
parks.
to that Shoney's after, and y'all had one pass through the buffet, ate and everything, and the X. What did we just eat?
is that the same trip?
That was the same
That was
day.
that trip?
Same night.
How old were we? Was I like, I was 18, 19? What was I?
No, I don't think you had old.
We weren't that old, but you
12
were-
maybe.
I thought I was like 16
Christian
maybe.
was at least at Alabama. Well, the year before
Yeah.
he went to Alabama.
So Christian was probably 18 and you were probably 14.
Hey, wow. Sometimes I thought it was more recent, but yeah.
No. And y'all laughed at your mother drowning.
We did
Yeah.
laugh. We did laugh. No doubt about it.
Point
Good
it.
times.
I was legit too. Like it was pretty awesome. I mean, you
Right.
see the lifeguards at the bottom because they know that people are gonna like come off and drown. But they normally probably expecting is a child under the age of 5.
Right. Yeah, the fact that
There
they had
was
to
a
bring
kid
you
next to me.
and a kid, right? A kid and the kid, right? The kid had a better chance of making it. They're probably like, "Oh, look, his nice. Look, his mom came out and he's trying to save him." Oh, look, no, I don't. Not my fucking kid. Oh, Jesus Lord, you can't swim, lady. What are you doing here? Yeah, that's exactly what they were thinking. That's what they were thinking. Yeah. The kiddie section is that way. Yeah. Get off the adult slides, please. Thank you.
Yeah. R.I.P. So they knocked all this down to build to build the new resort, a new
Right.
DVC
Yeah.
resort,
Yes.
which is the new phase of Disney's destroy of Disney World.
Well-
Yeah.
DVC.
Yep.
The fact that it was open water had some issues.
Yeah. Well, right. Yeah, and it was there'd be alligators in there now, so there's that.
Yes, there are.
I don't know where the alligator came from, but the fact that the new DVC is over the water, like they're over the water cabins.
Yes.
So that, I mean, it's all sealed, maybe. There's a
That's
hot
pretty
tub
cool.
in the gated area. It's like a screened-in area. There's a hot tub in each one of the, I guess, the master resorts or whatever, or master suites. Yeah, it looks
That's gonna be
cool.
awesome.
I believe this is the final. Yeah, the final one that I thought would have gotten at least one vote throughout this, and this was the original, the OG of
Right.
the Pleasure Island. This was the first one. Then they changed it a couple times, and then changed it again, and then changed it again. But yeah, this was the original
The original.
Pleasure Island.
That was
It
on
was-
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was against the first round was against the rest of Pleasure Island versus Discovery Island, which also didn't get a vote. I don't remember going to Discovery Island. Was Discovery Island
It
even?
closed before y'all came up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, but apparently you can now camp on it. And
Yeah, you saw that guy.
Yeah.
Illegally.
I saw that guy. Yeah, what a great idea. Jesus, I mean, there's
You
such
realize
limited
it's gonna-
security, no people.
Well, no, but you realize it's on that island because it's been isolated for a
Oh,
long
sure,
time.
snakes and gators and probably more snakes. I mean,
Yes.
there isn't any other live. Maybe what else would be there? Live animals. Not, I
Horses.
mean,
But
they went
moved
from
those animals. to
They were from
different
Discovery
places.
Island to Animal Kingdom. Like the stark change between that little bitty mini island with a couple birds and some iguanas.
What
Or
was
something.
it like? You could ride like you could ride a boat to it, and they had like
You rode a boat to
Animals
it and
set
you
up
kind of
on it.
walked around. There was a little path you walked on. And they had people like showing you animals and stuff like that as well. And then you also got to see stuff.
I bet you it's pretty legit to be on it without anything on it. Like right now, like to camp there would be pretty awesome.
I mean, there wasn't much on there to begin with. They had like, little areas you could go. It was pretty neat.
Dude, they got people on the beach at that place in this video. Like,
What place?
Yeah,
was
you
it?
could, yeah. You
Discovery
could stand there
Island.
all day if you wanted. There was no time limit. The
And it was
boat
a
just came
ticket.
back
Was
through.
it ticketed? Did you have to buy a ticket? for it?
Yeah.
You had to buy a ticket.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, this picture, and I mean, what's happened to downtown Disney or Disney Springs is quite a far departure from the original plan for Pleasure Island. And Pleasure Island was supposed to be, clubs, bars, etc. Now, not so much.
nah.
Not so much. It was fun while it lasted. There are a couple bushes that may or may not have wished that I ever went.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the time, I'm surprised that they even did. It was scandalous that this opened even back in the day when they decided to even put Pleasure Island there. It's like adults only. Oh my gosh, 21 and over drinking. Yeah, it was a big deal when they decided to put this out there.
I think Brandon was flashed the time we went. Remember the girl bent over, whatever.
Ooh, what
Nice.
was that? Oh, where?
Did we
We
take
a
a
little
picture?
one.
You were little.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Remember Troy? You and Troy. That was time. It was when he and Troy went.
God, 70.
Troy,
Christian was 12 and Brandon was 8.
no, I think you were like 15, 14 or 15 years old.
14 maybe the most.
In
87.
some kind of way, Troy bought a ticket
Yeah, you had a fake ID or something at the time. Yeah.
And then when you went to
Nice.
the bar, when they denied you,
Yeah, Troy always look old.
Yeah,
And
we
he
did try to
all
sneak
set.
in. I remember that. We tried to sneak in. That was good stuff.
but
Okay,
you went
John.
in.
Go Tigers.
As long as the kid had an adult, they could go.
Even
Really?
even at night, you could go if you had an adult.
And now you couldn't go to the clubs, but you could
Right,
walk the outside part.
right,
You
because they had
had
still.
like a separate ticket and cover charge and all this stuff. And it wasn't
Right.
cheap.
Right,
I mean, that was part of the downfall of it. It was like $40 just to like.
just to
walk
get
around.
in. So all your covers were charged. It's like all your covers are paid, but it's like I'm not paying $10, $40 to go to a club in or downtown Orlando. Why am I going to pay $40 for this?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, City Walk did the same thing, and they did it without buying a pass to get in, totally wide open, and then you just have to pay per head for the club you want to go to, not a pay one price. Maybe that was the downfall of what they did. I think they tried to pivot to that, and then it was too late at the time. So that's our in memoriam section. RIP to many of those rides either transformed into something else or has disappeared. So to the Elite Eight, kind of to the point about sort of what did get chosen and what didn't get chosen. I think if you want to go ahead and whip out the guitar, Brandon, and go ahead and start playing the theme song for this, I don't know if you can play it on the acoustic guitar, but if you could play Wishes. Wishes is the first of the 8. Other notables on Wishes was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I'm not quite sure why. And Mr. Toad's Wild Ride got 1 vote. That was Brandon. Brandon voted for Mr. Toad.
Toad's Wild Ride, yeah.
Didn't
I had
miss
wishes
Grant.
off the 16 or the Sweet 16, but Toad's it's a ride.
It's a ride. That's a good point. Yeah. That's a valid point because for it to be an attraction, I also wondered about that. Like, is Illuminations an attraction? Is Wishes an
Yes.
attraction? Is the Lion King an attraction? I mean, it's not. So yeah, ride versus like a thing, an event, a show, or whatever. They kind of mix and mingle those things. Like, why is Camp Mini Mickey? Get on there, but yeah. So 2 votes for 20,000, 3 votes for Wishes, 1 single vote for Mr. Toad Wild Ride.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It
Yeah.
was a valiant effort. Mr. Toad gave it his all. He
Valiant effort.
hopped around. He tried to stomp on Cinderella or Fairy Tale, whatever flies out of the top. Was it Tinkerbell flies out the top of
That's
the
right.
castle?
Yep, Tinkerbell.
Tried
That's
to
Wishes.
bring in the back room and beat the shit out of her, and she made
Right.
it.
Yeah, I voted for Swan.
You did not vote for Swan. You voted for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh, for the last one, yeah, but it was 20,000 compared to Swan. I like the Swan ride.
If
What
it
the
was,
hell would you vote for that thing for? 20,000 leagues. That was terrible.
yeah, Mimi and Pops voted for 20,000. This house voted all Wishes, and then you voted for Mr. Wild Ride, which is still in Disneyland though. So there is
Yeah.
still an opportunity to ride said ride, just not in Disney World. Next one was almost a clean sweep, full domination, other than 1 random vote, which, I mean, I think to the point about attraction, I think that's where that voter was headed. But a total almost sweep, 4-1. I'm sorry,
I know,
5-1
Yeah.
for the Main Street Electrical Light Parade.
Hey, who voted against it?
That would be
I voted against it because I voted for If You Had Wings. So that ride's legit.
right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Which I was
you're
glad to see.
excused.
I was glad to see that ride got some because that ride was pretty.
You flew over like Paris and you flew over like I don't know, places that we've never gone. You know, it was it had little models and pretended like you were up in the sky flying over it.
Yep.
I mean, who doesn't love that? It was
The
like a
models,
travel-
yeah, just the models alone. Flying over the models is like that's the best. That's awesome, right?
Man, it's the coolest thing. You know, it's oh well. I mean, Electric Light Parade is good.
Yeah, it left and
Yeah.
came back, left and came back.
Left and came back.
Then
Yeah,
did
Probably
y'all,
come back again.
do y'all remember Timekeeper because I had to look it up.
No.
Timekeeper was with Robin Williams. It was where I don't even know what the hell's there right now.
Monsters Inc.
The comedy
Laughs.
thing.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters
Laughs.
Laughs. Yeah. It was
Monsters Laughs.
like a 360. I think that's what made it cool. It was a 360, one of the first 360 viewing things, and it was Robin Williams being a robot talking about travel.
Yeah.
Good
Time travel. And like he met Jules Verne and who's the other scientist from that time period? There's like a whole scene. I watched the whole ride and I don't remember now who we met. But yeah, he goes like all the way back in time with the dinosaurs, and then they like go to like 1910 or something like that to the First World's Fair where Jules Verne and who's the other guy?
Yeah, I remembered him after I
Thomas
saw it.
Edison?
Maybe Thomas. Maybe it was Thomas Edison. But anyway, like they're talking and like you're hovering over him, listening to conversation. It was pretty cool. I mean, I remember watching it. I had no idea what it was when I first looked at it. I'm like, what is that? Timekeeper.
I don't
I don't
remember.
really
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah,
But it's
I
where the laugh is right now with Mike Kowski and
But what was the like? And that was, we get pre-Aladdin, right? So like the voice, I didn't realize even Robin Williams was connected to Disney, but he was through Timekeeper, and then became. When you watch Timekeeper, was he playing the same role almost as
We didn't see it.
Genie,
We didn't watch it.
the robot?
Were you watching
Yeah, he was
it?
obnoxious. Yeah, kind of like obnoxious over the top, screaming all the time. Yeah.
So he was the genie even back in the 80s.
yeah, pretty much.
Who even was Mark Mindy in the 70s?
Spectral Magic, the Stitch, Alien, and they even forgot one before that. Mission to Mars was what was there before. So it was like Mission to Mars, then Alien, then Stitch.
then
It's almost like
Stitch.
a bad restaurant. They can't figure out what to do with that space. Like it's never something good. Maybe Mission to Mars was cool, but the rest, the
Not really.
Alien was not so great, and Stitch is, I don't know.
Horrible.
Yeah. So no votes for any of those. But yeah, Electric Light Parade. Yeah, it's been there, and maybe they'll bring it back again. Who knows? It seems like it's a kind of waffles back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This picture looks like it was taken in 1971. I don't
It
know.
was
How
on
old.
Disneyland too.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
a
It's
Disneyland
a
castle.
Disneyland castle. Yep. All right. The next one was. All right. This is another one of those contentious. This is another one of those contentious brackets, right? Last week we had a 2-2-1-1. This week again we have a 2-2-1-1. So this wasn't a land.
Who's the other sixth person?
Yeah, who's the sixth person?
Caleb.
Caleb.
I
Caleb.
We saw these things? We weren't alive at this
Sitting
time.
next to Stacy, I think.
No,
Oh.
he went downstairs.
It was downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mixed bag on this one. So so I had to make another sort of executive decision.
Oh, jeez.
I'll explain why. Yeah,
How
explain what.
convenient.
Yeah, it just so happened to be the one that I voted for, and it
Right.
is
Of course.
World of Motion,
Nice.
which is another like just similar to If We Had Wings, another sort of throwback to trains, planes, automobiles, all the things World of Motion. I thought that ride was awesome. I mean, I like Test Track, but World of Motion's incredible. I remember it. I remember that little staircase, the little rotating staircase that you went up to get to the top, and then you started at the top and kind of worked your way down.
Who's that against?
So on this one, the reason why there was an executive decision. So there were 2 for World of Motion. That was me and Brandon. There were 2 for Illuminations, and I thought there's already a fireworks show.
The nation.
Yeah.
Illuminations,
No,
is not.
Illuminations.
I'm not doing it. Like, fine, whatever. Window wishes, you got it, but Illuminations, no. Sad that it's gone. It was a good show, but
It just ended too. Like what? Like a week ago? I mean, it's been only like
Yeah.
a few.
a couple
right.
months. When
Oh,
we were
month.
there in June, right? I think it was one of the last Illumination shows before they put the new one in.
No, it's new. That's a new show.
Was it the
Yeah.
new one then?
We saw the last one. Y'all didn't see the last one.
Was
It
in
was
May.
this year. I mean, I know it had to be this year.
Yeah, it was this year.
Over. So it was 2 for War of the Motion, 2 for Illuminations, 1 for Food Rocks. That was Mimi. Mimi voted for Food Rocks. And which was the predecessor or the one after Kitchen Cabaret. It was Kitchen Cabaret, then Food Rocks, not so great. And then Dad voted for Cranium Command.
Yes.
That was cool.
Now,
Yes.
Cranium Command, if you remember, was in The Wonder of Life. Was that the name of the
Yes.
actual exhibit?
You're in a
Yeah.
teenage boy's body.
No, it's the pavilion of.
The pavilion was a Wonders
Right.
of Life, and then
Right.
Cranium Command was the ride with the kid talking about
7-year-old kid.
whatever that. But that was a strange area. They had like sex education, then Body Wars, where you would get injected into somebody, and it was like a Star Tours ride,
Right.
whatnot. Then it had Cranium Command, which is like talking about the brain and whatnot. But World of Motion, can you ride that? Did you try to ride World of Motion, Brad? Is that an option on YouTube?
You can watch, yeah. Water Motion is out there. Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
it's cool. I mean, it's got you've got the part where you're outside for a little while. That's pretty neat. So like you're kind of climbing up and then you go into the building and see, it's kind of dark because again, video cameras back in the day were pretty awful.
Yeah.
So it was,
Right.
everything's fairly dark. So it's hard to really see. It's not like 4K like they got now, but
Right.
you can kind of get a sense of what it was with you got the caveman and then you kind of work your way through the invention of the wheel and how that all transpires. So it's pretty cool.
I liked it. They still had the showroom at the end. I mean, there was still the
Yeah.
GM showroom, which is now it's Chevrolet, which is still GM. The GM showroom, and you can get in the cars and do all that other stuff that they had it back there. I remember it was the first time I think I saw Hummer. It was the first time that was there. I thought that was the greatest truck
Yeah,
ever.
probably. Yeah.
Did you see Hummer or a Hummer?
I saw the
got a
Hummer,
Hummer.
which was that was earlier.
Because a Hummer is a vehicle, and just if you saw,
Drove.
I'm guessing that's a porn, maybe.
So the Hummer. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hummer.
Getting a Hummer is different than like seeing a Hummer. Well, I mean, technically, no, it's a good point. No, I mean, if you want to wordsmith it, no, that's a good point. Seeing a Hummer, watching a Hummer, is watching porn. That's a good point. I see your point now. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, it sounded a
Not
little.
yet. Mom gotta
Uh,
go.
All right, I have to go.
Gotta
I have to
do
go
something.
potty.
We just went to the bathroom.
No, we ain't got
Tell
snacks.
you what, boy, that'll ruin a boner anytime, won't it?
We just talking about porn, and then this happened. Oh God.
What?
Wow.
Oh well.
Uh,
Well, we lost that. All right. Well, that was fun for the 10 seconds we brought that up. But yeah,
That show was a good ride, though. I mean, it's again the camera work. The one I watched, the camera guy probably needs to be drug out and shot.
disaster. Yeah, the
It
fucking.
was a disaster.
Yeah.
But you can kind of get the sense of what's going on around you. You can hear the sounds, and, feel the motion. Yeah.
I wonder if right. This was another slow motion ride, kind of like Spaceship Earth. But yeah, I mean, this versus Test Track.
Yeah.
Of course, they had to change it. I mean, they needed something in Epcot. Epcot was slowly but surely just dying, like imploding on itself. There was nothing. There was no hoopla. Body Wars was the best ride, the most exciting ride they had, which is why Test Track had to come in.
Well, Body Wars
I'll
was
take
a
this
new
over.
add-on because when Epcot first opened, World of Motion was there, University of Energy was there, Horizon was there, but Body Wars, no, that wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah. Body Wars was new.
And now it's nothing. It's been nothing for forever. Now it's going to be the new restaurant.
Is that where they put the space restaurant?
They're putting the space restaurant behind space. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is having something in that back corner. So wherever that Wonders of Life thing is, but there's a big old tall building now there, and I don't know what the fuck it's going to be. I think that's the Guardians thing.
Oh, there's Guardians of the Galaxy. The one, yeah, that's Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the roller coaster piece.
The space restaurant is actually going like in the space pavilion.
I'm back. She said
Looks
everything
super
came up
awesome, and we'll all be ready by 2022. So just putting that out there. I'll be ready. I think the world will be ready for in 2022 for.
Chinese might come up with a different virus by then.
Yeah, this is it. This generation gets one shot at doing this. From now on, it's herd immunity, survival of the fittest, the weak die. This will never happen again in our lifetime. We got one chance at this. It ain't gonna matter next time. It's all herd immunity, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Are you about to play Eminem's song now?
What song is that?
I feel like you just sang part of it.
We only got one shot to da 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 da. Here we come.
Oh,
Once in a
Jesus.
lifetime. We only got one shot. Yeah, no, I'm not playing that song.
You
But I
gotta
did the-
move yourself to the music.
I did it. Yeah, you got to do the arm thing. Yep. And I never let it go.
I thought this was a G-rated PG.
No, it's not.
Wow, it's Eminem. He's good. He's
It
kid
It
friendly.
was. Christian's
With
pants
language.
weren't on his knees showing his drawers and stuff. That was good.
What?
You showing your drawers?
I'm
Christian.
not sure.
Yes.
All right, so this next bracket, I'd say. Oh, hey, cinnamon. This next bracket, I got a beef about this one.
You got to pee off this one.
I got beef on this one.
Oh, beef on this. I'm sorry. I
Who the
misunderstood.
fuck didn't vote for Horizons? Like that was just a
that
spit
person
in the
needs to be
face.
drug out and shot.
Yeah,
on top of
I'm getting
left,
that thing.
Right.
Left for Dead. And
No one else voted for Horizon.
urinated on.
Well, it's between Horizon and Body Wars. I like Body Wars and the science in me.
Yeah, I
I
can't
voted
believe
for
you voted for
Horizon.
Body Wars. I mean, go watch Star Tours. It's the same damn ride.
Same ride, just
Yeah.
with some blood in it.
But it's in the body.
Yeah.
Who the
it's
fuck
terrible. I mean,
Right.
I wanted to throw up every time I left because I'm like, that was disgusting. Like, I just
Yeah.
went through these
Teaching
blood
doesn't work
vessels.
out for Mimi. She could always work in a morgue and
Nice.
be happy.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Yeah,
I
that's
could.
it's disturbing. I
It
mean,
is
there's
quite
nothing, nothing redeeming about Body Wars. For Horizons, yeah. I mean, who doesn't love the
Whoever didn't vote for
Smell.
Horizon, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the orange, right? The orange grove, and then you got to like touch the button. It was an interactive ride. At the end of it, you got to press. Do you want to go deep sea, the desert, or space? And you got to pick, and then whatever button you picked, that's where you went. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
that was the best. That was the best.
Body
one.
Wars, you got to shrink and go into a person's body.
Whatever, man. That
They
was a
feed you
bunch of
out.
bullshit.
Next, okay.
So yeah, whoever didn't vote for Horizons, they needed, yeah, like Brendan said, needs to be whipped, chained, beaten, shot for not voting. But you know what? It won anyway, and it in fact did win.
Yay.
Such an incredible ride, like that. Yeah, the picking of your ending, it was always different. So it was like choose your own adventure and a ride.
Yeah.
That's a
Look
win.
at that, Spaceship Earth.
You had 4 people. You had 4 people in the ride.
Right.
You had 3, and the majority.
Majority won. So if
Yeah.
you want to go deep space or what have you,
Look
yep.
at that, Spaceship Earth.
The smell of the orange grove when you got into the desert, the planting in the desert. I did ride Horizons on 4K. That was pretty fun.
Oh, did they? They had it on
They
4K.
have it on
We had
4K.
it on 4K.
Or maybe not 4K. I watched the video. Yeah, it was not.
I
4K.
was say they converted the thing to 4K.
It wasn't bad. It was I was still fucked up from the other 3 that I watched. So I was like, I don't know about this, but I had to stomach through Horizons.
You didn't go
So
to this?
good. 2 people voted for the original test track, which I mean, respect for that. Yeah, sure. I liked, we're doing like a test car and we're like checking the turning and it's braking and the whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was all right. The original test track was fun, and the painting and the heat sensor. I kind of even like actually saying it out loud and thinking about writing it. I kind of like the original test track versus the new test track. If it was head to head, I would pick the original test track over the new test track. Just because it's more car related. I don't know what's going on when you go in the heat and the cold thing anymore. There's no description. There's no talking. I don't know. What
Yeah.
Really
Yeah, it's
smooth
glitchy. I
passing.
mean, it's still a little glitchy, and you know, they turned into the whole battle thing. I guess they always had that test track component to it, like you showed your car and
Right.
see who won. But I don't know. I mean, it's cool. But the original test track was like literally you were driving through like a GM test facility.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the whole point of the test track. Now it's all futuristic, and I mean, I don't know. I like the old one. I'd take the old one.
Agreed. The dummies, right? The car you crashed, and then the
Right.
dummies would pop out. Like that's exactly what they'd be doing at a GM test facility or whatever, checking airbags and shit. I guess nobody cares about airbags anymore. So who cares? So it was 3-2 to 1, and Mimi voted for Body Wars. Not really sure why.
It was
Um,
in the body.
But one thing, so this was what we want to remember Horizons by. This was a fairly depressing picture, seeing the demolition of Horizons
Bam.
to make space for our space. Watch the space for future development. Yep, they took down the best ride Epcot ever had to put up space. sad.
That's
But-
sad.
It was very, yeah. I was not not happy about that. But and I still haven't rode Space. Probably never will. But I'll go to the restaurant. The restaurant looks like it's going to be incredible.
Space is pretty awful. I mean, this is generally you ride it once or twice, you know, it's fun. But then you go on a red ride, you go to the red, and you want to throw up after. So you gotta go to the green because so now it's like you're not even really doing anything except sitting in a. I mean, if you do the green ride, you're just watching a screen and like playing with a stick. I mean, it's
Right.
like whatever. But the red was cool, but then you want to throw up after or die, either one.
It's that bad? Like did they go like extreme? Like did they like push it to the limit or something?
I feel like
What
two
happened?
people died on it, like a kid and like somebody else like died on it.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, again, pre-existing conditions, but whatever.
Right. Right. Always got to put that little asterisk on everything, right? Pre-existing
Yeah.
condition.
Still,
Uh,
you know, when you walk out the ride, you don't plan on like, you know, dying. So it's a little disturbing. But yeah, I mean, it was
I don't
fun.
wanna die. I don't
It
die.
wasn't terrible.
wasn't terrible. All right, moving to the west, moving to the Hollywood studio area. We all know Brandon voted for back. We kind of outed Brandon on the backlot tour situation, but this was a rough one for me, and was for a couple of reasons. I thought for sure the Great Movie Ride was going to dominate this bracket.
Yeah. I mean, what did? I don't understand. What else is there?
Apparently, Star
Oh,
Wars
wait, no.
Weekends
Weekends.
won
Hey,
this bracket, and it was 3-2-1 on this one. Pops,
Yes, indeed.
Caleb, and Stacy voted for Star Wars Weekends, and me and Mimi voted for Great Movie Ride, and you voted for Backlot.
It was a tough one there. Because, you know,
Because Backlot for me and Great Movie Ride were neck and neck.
How did Star Wars win? I don't understand. Like how many people? How many people voted?
Three.
3-2-1. 3-2-1. So Stacy,
Across the
Caleb, and
top.
Pops voted for Star Wars Weekend.
Dude, Star Wars Weekend is awesome.
It is. It was a good idea when it was before now Galaxy's Edge, but I mean
Well,
the fact
yeah.
that they
Because the stormtroopers were out there talking to you when you walked
Right.
in on the top.
that was
Yeah.
neat.
they flipped the whole park to be all Star Wars. So yeah, I guess that it was kind of cool. Stormtroopers everywhere.
You didn't have Star Wars characters around all the time. You had them in.
Right. That was a super popular weekend, and they'd done it for what, like 20 years or something crazy before. I don't know.
And Disney didn't own Star Wars.
Yeah, that was before they even bought them. Then they bought them, and then they didn't do it anymore, which I don't understand. Like you bought Star Wars, you bought Lucas, and then you stopped doing Star Wars weekends. Like what's the? Well,
Yeah.
why?
It doesn't. Why did they? Why did they stop them?
They stopped. I mean, I guess and then once Galaxy's Edge came into play, that was a wrap. Then there was no reason to convert the whole park. But the fact that it was just like a month or two, I think it was like September, November, or September, October. During the year, it was like off season.
In May.
It was off season. It was
May
like
to-
pre-summer, after spring.
It was May and June.
Yep. To bring people back. I'm super surprised at Great Movie Ride. Great Movie Ride, classic. I don't know what garbage they put in there. This railway thing they got in there now. But I think Great Movie Ride was awesome. There was acting. You didn't know, maybe you're going to Indiana Jones, maybe not. I mean, it was like a whole situation. There's gunfighting, people talking, people stealing the carts. Yeah, I was super surprised about that. I thought for sure Great Movie Ride was going to win this. Was going to win this round. Not so surprised at this next one. The other ones that were voted for, I thought were other notables, I should say. Sound Dangerous. I voted for that one. Not for the ride, but just for that piece that I showed. Lights, Motor, Action got a vote there, which I thought was good. We lost Brandon. Did we lose Brandon? We lost.
Yeah.
You lost, Brandon.
Brandon's gone. Brandon has the coronavirus. He just
Oh, wait a
passed
minute.
out at his desk. He just passed out. He didn't after Star Wars weekends. He was like, man, fuck this shit. Shit's terrible. I gotta. He didn't want the Star Wars weekend to come up.
Where you go to?
I don't
I
know.
think Colleen came into the room and he just turned it off. No, I'm doing work right now, babe.
When we went to how many Star Wars weekends did we go to?
Maybe 4 or
Stacy,
5.
do you remember? Was it how many Star Wars weekends did we go?
I don't
Number
remember.
one, it was by mistake.
The first one's by
The
mistake.
first one was by mistake. I had to go pick up medicine in Orlando or the area right there. It was in 2004 because that's
We had
the
to go past me, said, well, let's just go in and see
But
it.
we went, we picked up Colleen, brought her back home.
Oh wow.
We came from there, came home, Colleen wanted to be picked up, so we drove back. I picked up my medicine in where it was right there by Disney and just decided, I'll let it go pass by over there and see what's going on. When I drove up there, I could see the stormtroopers on the roof right above the
Yeah, but I went to it. I
entrance.
wasn't with you for that. You
I went
figured
and
out-
got you that same
So you
time.
got me.
Gotcha.
All right, am I
Yeah.
back? Y'all can't
There
hear
it
me?
is.
But there he is.
All right, sorry. I had
What
to-
the hell happened there? What happened?
I don't know. I did something on my internet and I didn't know to shut it off. So I shut it off. Hold on.
I was watching a Hummer. Oh, I'm sorry. That was something else.
Yeah. See, yeah, I don't think of it. Well, I've never been to Star Wars weekend, so maybe that's why I didn't vote for it.
I mean, the ones that we, I think we went to we've been to maybe 2 of them.
We went to one accidentally, so we did 3.
It may be more than that. But
One accidentally, like you just.
Dad
like,
said it was a
shoot
time
out
when
the
y'all were
maze,
down
we
there,
did
we were
Star
gonna bring
Wars.
Colleen home.
no, moving back. You were
I remember that.
Dad went to go make his medicine, saw it was Star Wars weekend, came, got me, and went to Star Wars weekend.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That
It was
was,
the
that was when we were in Gainesville.
Yes.
Yeah,
2000.
Yeah,
Oh,
God.
and so we went to the park, and then the next day we drove Colleen home.
I remember that.
2005, I mean. Yeah, that was.
It was- that's horrible.
I mean, that was before. I mean, there wasn't a dedicated Jedi training. That all came with Star Wars Weekend. Like it just happened.
Right.
You had to be there for Star Wars Weekend to
We
have
had
all
to be
those
at Star Wars
events.
weekend to do the Jedi
Now
training,
everything's there.
to talk to any of the characters, and they only came on the weekends. They weren't there all week.
That's probably what they opted for. They were like, we're going to do this all the time now. It's popular. We're going to forget this weekend crap. We're going to just keep it there. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Lights, motor, action. Notables for this that round. Lights, motor, action, and sounds dangerous. But the winner of this round was
That's
Yeah.
cool.
the
But I won't
Osborne
think, yeah.
Family Lights, which was a 4-1-1 on this one. And we kind of talked about the Osborne Lights, like when you could go in the back lot and see the houses all decorated and whatnot.
You walk through everything.
Right.
Not just a little blinking stuff down Hollywood Boulevard. You
Right.
got to walk through all the lights and everything.
Which is still legit. I mean, it's still like,
It is,
Still
but
good, still
well,
legit.
not at all now, but
All 5 million of those lights.
I don't know why they stopped doing it. I guess they had to stop because of Star Wars, right? I mean, because that's now the entranceway to Galaxy's Edge, and in the future they don't have Christmas lights. I mean, is that what?
well, they
Right.
stopped the walking through when they did lights, camera, action, and did just the Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, then they pulled.
And then
But
they
that
took
was
it
even.
completely.
When did they pull the lights totally?
I don't remember.
What year was it that we went? We're like, what? No lights. Fuck this place. We're going to Universal. I don't know.
I keep going in and out, so I missed the last like 2 minutes. What
what are you
talking
doing?
about lights? They took my internet was going in and out, and so I missed the last 2 minutes.
Oh, you had nothing?
Well, I heard y'all. I mean, I saw y'all, but I wasn't hearing anything. So
Oh.
I saw the lights pop up. What if are they going to bring this back ever? Like, is there talk about bringing it back to
Osborne
Disney World at
lights?
all?
No, the Osbournes pulled their lights. For some
I
reason.
can't believe they right. And why? Like, it wasn't because of Galaxy's Edge. They pulled it long before talk about Galaxy's Edge. So I don't understand why they jacked it out. Why they took it out.
I thought they were moving it. Like, I thought they still had it set up somewhere, just not at Disney World.
Oh, maybe back at their old place, like their old house or something. Or
I don't know.
Yeah, they moved it, but I'm not sure why they moved it. But they no longer gave it to Disney.
And who's the Osborne family? Do we like it's some like rich family? Was that what it was?
some family in Nebraska, like Omaha, Nebraska, that they would set up tons and tons of lights, and then they got super popular, and then Disney found out about them. It was like, hey, we want you to come decorate fucking Disney World, and they were like, yeah, we'll do it.
That's the thing. Like, so did Disney? Like, I mean, I gotta imagine Disney put these lights up. So, like, how did they get to keep their name on it? Like, I don't.
It was like in their honor, but then like it started to get sponsored. Like Siemens sponsored it once. Sylvania,
You did that, Steven.
Sylvania, like this picture here, like Sylvania, which is the light bulb company, like sponsored it. So yeah, Disney must have got sponsored. There's no way they fronted all this shit, the lights in general, and to put it up and all that other business. What is Mimi doing? What's happening? What are you doing?
We're looking up the Osborne family lights.
When was the last year? That's how I was like, when was the last year? And was it a year that we were there and we were like, all right, we're going to lights, and they're like,
It
nah,
debuted in
yeah.
1995.
All right.
We saw it in
So
99.
2010. I mean, it's been like many years.
And
Display was acquired by Disney in 1995.
Okay.
And
2015, I'm guessing.
2015 will be the final scene for Iowa of Dancing Lights.
So 20 years. It was there for 20 years, and then they pulled it. Sad.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say why.
2016 was January 6th. 2016 was the final performance. So it was the Christmas season of 15.
With like the dancing
15.
things.
Right. Yeah.
Because
Well,
they
I
had
mean,
the other ones ended way before that.
Yeah, Siemens presented by Siemens one year.
I keep saying Siemens.
Siemens.
Yeah.
So I thought this one would be a clean a sweep, since it's, I'm surprised. I mean, but I'm the one that put it against it because I wanted it sounds dangerous.
All right, from 95 to 2004, it was walkthrough.
Right, where you could do the backlot stuff. Yeah.
Right.
And then they cut the backlot for something back there. So that one wasn't a sweep. The next two are just obliterated the competition. So for the next two, it wasn't even a challenge. And I mean, I gotta say, I mean, yeah, what is Dinosaur Jubilee?
Yeah.
And what the hell is Jammin' Jungle Parade? I mean, come on.
This
I
Animal
remember
Kingdom, the Animal Kingdom is not a very old park, and there's a reason why these are no longer
Right.
in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
These
A lot of turnover.
these are terrible. I mean, Pocahontas and her Forest Friends. Like, who gives a shit about Pocahontas? Like,
I
Tarzan
think we'll
Rock,
see that.
Journey into the Jungle Book. What is that? Like, I don't
Right.
even know what that is. It was a show. Like,
I
what,
think it was a show. It had to be
Puppy
a show.
shows.
Camp Minnie Mickey.
was also terrible. Mickey, but
Yeah.
this whole group. I mean, Mickey's Jammin' Jungle Parade. Like, who cares about a parade?
Right.
Dinosaur Jubilee. I don't know what that is. Is that a parade too?
I didn't even look it up. I was like, you know what, this bracket's garbage. I'm just moving on. I have no idea what. Flights of Wonder was the bird show. I do know what that one was. Like that
Yes,
was.
yeah, you.
They just
went
changed
to
it.
that one, you.
Yeah, they just changed it to up. Like, it's still.
Yeah, no, it's
birds
up.
flying
Yeah,
around.
that's
It's
right.
up.
That's it. But yeah, the winner in this round was, and this is what it was, right? It was the poacher camp. And it was, I don't know why they took that out. Like, I mean, the whole feature, like, oh, it's poachers. We found them. And then it would go fast and go around the corner. And they were like, oh, no, the poacher took the elephant. And then there's a little elephant in the back. And then you felt bad for the little elephant back there.
Yeah.
That was a little red.
Little red. Yeah, it's still Little Red. And the guys on the helicopters were flying around. And we
Right.
got the poachers. Yeah. But yeah, that was, I remember the poacher camp. But why would they take that out? Like, why change it? What did they do that for?
It
What,
might have been offensive to the Africans. I don't know. It's
maybe because they were killing animals, they didn't want to like highlight the animal killing. I did like the little elephant, and I wondered what they did with it after. Like, what did they do with that little elephant?
Yeah. They moved them to Jungle Book. I mean, Jungle Cruise. Yeah.
He's spraying the water. So this vote was a 5-1. One person did not vote for Kilimanjaro Safaris. They voted for Tarzan Rocks, and I'm trying to figure out why.
I mean,
Mama.
Why? Can you give us a reason?
Because there's a dude without a shirt. I mean, that's not I can think of.
It's Tarzan. He was hot looking. He would come fly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See.
it was song.
It was songs. I like musicals. And it was a hot guy being Tarzan.
What'd you say,
Is it-
Stacy?
Is it because when the Jeep bounced, you might pee on yourself?
That could be it too.
Nice.
That's what I thought.
It's possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
It was just
I
too
understand.
fast. Yeah, it was just too fast. Yeah, too much shaking, too much bladder moving.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
lot of movement. What?
around the Tarzan.
I'm looking at these pictures from Dinosaur Jubilee. I still have no idea what it is. I think it's just like a room with like exhibits, but I don't remember.
Oh, maybe that was by the dinosaur ride. Yeah, maybe it was part of the dinosaur ride.
It kind of looks neat, but I don't remember ever stepping foot in this place.
There wasn't enough action going on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least they have the dig site. Like the dig site's kind of cool. That stayed around. I have
Yeah.
no idea what this Jubilee shit was. So Animal Kingdom, like that was a 5-1. The next one was also a fucking clean, almost a clean sweep.
Really?
A total domination
Oh, I know what it was.
of one. And I mean, how can you blame it? How could you not have picked
Oh yeah.
fucking Disney Quest as the winner?
I mean, I did not pick Disney
Yeah,
Quest.
Brandon did not pick. Brandon's the one and only.
Discovery
Did not pick.
Island?
He picked.
Adventures Club.
Yep. The
Never did
bar-
go to it, so I didn't know what
The
it was.
bar at Pleasure Island. It was a pretty cool place. It was actually pretty neat. There's people that still talk about it. There were groups, Facebook groups before, or even pre-Facebook groups about membership to be in the Adventures Club and all that stuff. This was a very, very popular attraction, a place to go. Kungaloosh, I believe, was the thing that you would do, and everybody would Kungaloosh and then take a shot of
Were the kids involved?
some shit.
Yeah.
No, it was 21 and only, which is also why it was probably.
That's why people liked it. Okay.
Yeah, that's why we enjoyed it.
It was
Yeah,
a
I mean,
show.
I don't think it was there very long though. When I was 21, like I think we probably only been like twice.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I think we went one time, like you and I went,
Yeah.
and then maybe one other time. I don't know, but it's only been like maybe 2 times I've been. It was just a cool place. I don't know. There's just like a little comedy thing. I think wasn't it like
Yeah.
a little comedy thing you went to?
It's a
after
comedy
you-
thing.
The main
Yeah.
room.
And like all the bartenders and servers were kind of like characters, so they would play a role. They would be basically on stage the whole time, and it was it was themed around hunting and being an adventure and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And then they converted it. I don't think the original concept was that, but then they converted it to where like you did that, and then it was like a 20-minute comedy show, and then when you were on your way out, you could sit and leave. But yeah, I mean, there was animatronics in there. They had like the old guy with the Monopoly guy looking dude.
What now?
I'm looking at the description on the website. They talk about they having a different room. I don't remember having a bunch of different rooms, like the library, the master room,
Yeah.
treasure
Yeah.
room.
Yep. The main, yeah, when we went to each one
Oh,
of them.
now?
Mimi's giving up.
Looking at Fox.
No, I'm not giving up.
I was looking for a plug-in for the.
I have an hour left on my computer.
What?
At least that's what it says.
An
It says
hour.
there's an hour left.
Oh, okay. Where's
So
the
the
plug-in?
Adventures Club closed down in 2014 or 2008. 2008 when it shut down.
Jeez, that was like before the Pleasure Island closures, I guess.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it closed down before the rest of Pleasure Island closed.
And that was like, yeah, that was probably because it was like the first of the. It was like the signature place to go at Pleasure Island, even before Mannequins, because it was very like it was still Disney-esque because they had different rooms and it was animatronics and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, people like petitioned to not have that place closed. They wanted to keep that place open.
Okay, hold on, let me go see.
And now I think it's like Enzo's Hideaway Pizza Place or something like that. Converted the building into something. It was right next to the BET. It was right next to the BET
Yes,
club.
the
Remember
BET place was legit.
Yeah.
BBT.
BET had a,
place was legit.
Oh,
had a
BET.
club.
was
had a
lit.
club. Yeah.
Dude, they
it
had 90s R&B playing all day, every day. Dude,
Yeah.
that was
was
I
awesome.
forgot about that place. That place was awesome.
Dude, we spent more time in there than probably did any other place in Pleasure Island. The country
course,
place was good. Like, the country place was good. Mannequins was fun, but dude, we turned up at the BET. It was huge too. It was enormous. It was like the country room was huge. The beach was big. The mannequin was big.
No, it's too big.
What is happening over here?
I'm not sure what's going on over there.
We're looking for a plug-in.
Oh, jeez. So, I'm gonna show my screen real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, take it. Can you take it? Yeah.
I take it.
Is this the Adventures Club? Oh, nice. I see your background. The background is the Adventures
Yeah,
Club.
Adventures Club. So this is so this was the
Main room.
main room. So you came in, you went to the main room, you had the main bar. The mask room was in the back, treasure room. And then this is when you went into like the library room where they had a show.
The show. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess
I had to go to it. I always wanted to, just never went.
This is the sound station. That's the sound station booth recording.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, the hell, I don't want to do it. Anyway, so
It's a good magazine. This WDW magazine. I don't know if I don't think Mimi subscribes to it, but it's actually pretty good.
I know you got to put yours.
Yeah, I got to come back on there. So yeah, Disney Quest 1. I mean, who doesn't love 5 floors of arcade? I mean, dude, this place was incredible, right? Yeah, the first floor that had that was where you entered in, but then the second floor was the big pinball machine thing. Was that on the third floor? Was the third?
Yeah, they had the third floor. The second floor had the roller coaster.
I love
roller
the
coaster.
living pinball machine.
And then you had like the Jungle Book cruise thing, or like the way you got into the thing, you paddled.
Yes.
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 Reality stuff.
And it had
That's
the
on the
alien,
first floor.
the
That's
one where
crazy.
you were in you had to shoot stuff. Do you remember that one? What was it? What
There was
was
like
that?
it was like a 5-person thing.
Yes.
Like one person was the captain, and then 4 people were shooters.
Right.
And you had to save the people and save survivors, and then get to the end of the thing. It was at the top. That was on the 5th floor, if I'm not mistaken. There was
The
a VR
pinball was my favorite in the 80s section.
Yeah, they had an 80 section. I don't know what
I
floor
mean,
that
who
was.
doesn't love joust? I mean, I get to sit there and play joust all day long.
Fucking
Like,
right.
and that was-
Unlimited Joust, Unlimited Tron. They had the thing where you like bumper cars, but you put a ball into the thing and you
Right. That's what I was going to say. You shoot balls and other people made them spin.
like, what the fuck went wrong, Disney Quest? What happened? Like, it was, I don't understand. Why did it close?
Why'd they put NBA thing there? Like, who cares about the NBA? Like, nobody cares. The reason why people care about the NBA right now is because Jordan's doing a show right now.
Right. Yes. Yeah. The Last Dance is reinvigorating basketball.
So, one reason why people even don't care about basketball at the moment because of
Yeah.
that show. Like, no one
Exactly.
cares about it. Nobody's gonna turn it on when it comes back. I mean,
Nope.
Who gives a shit about basketball?
Yeah, the Quest
They have
was
a whole
awesome.
thing designated as NBA and Disney World of all places.
Right.
Like, you don't know your clientele very well, do you?
Yeah. Have they checked the people that go to Disney World? Like, they're not.
But they weren't renovating the Quest that much either, though. The last time we went, they had a lot of stuff they had to fix.
Yeah, I mean, it gets run down. I mean, it was the beginning of the end. You know, they opened one in Chicago. I did not know
Yeah.
this until recently. There was one in Chicago, which I had to close down. But it was, I mean, it was like the precursor to a Dave and Buster's. It was like kind of
Yeah.
like it was the first
It was OG.
big under one, multiple floors, tons and tons of games, a pay one price model. I don't know why they closed this place and how it wasn't working. Other than shit was breaking, but I mean, all the kids again.
A lot of people weren't going to it anymore.
The kids don't want that. You know, they want the TikTok. They want to do the whoa. Like that's all. They don't give a shit. All the kids want to do is like do the whoa and do the TikTok video. They don't want to play games anymore. They're not interested in that shit.
No, they're not interested in video games.
Oh, that
I mean,
was-
they
that
wanna
was
play
awesome.
Fortnite, fight against each other, talk shit. I mean, they don't want to go back to old school like some
No.
Centipede or some Galaxy or no. So it's old school.
Old school. Sad but true. No, this was another sort of depressing
Yes.
picture. Like this is like has to be one of the
Ski.
most depressing pictures of all time right there. Is just watching Disney Quest get demolished. I mean, look at the floors. I mean, just the structure. Think about when you're inside of it. You don't think about how big that place was. The place is fucking enormous. Like
was
David
big.
Buster's got nothing on Disney Quest.
No, it was awesome.
Yeah, so why could Dave and Buster's? I mean, is the pricing model, is that what it is? Like Dave and Buster's makes money because they charge an ass load to play each individual game.
I
Where
guess.
Disney was like, we're just going to charge you one price and you get access to all these games. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know why they couldn't make it work.
It was $42, right, or whatever it was in its peak to go to there. And yeah, I mean, you're paying $3.50 sometimes, $4 a game at Dave and Buster's. Like what per game?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ridiculous.
you buy like
Right.
a $20 pass, and you're idle like in 30 minutes. You're like, all right, what am I gonna do now? All right, let's go eat some more bar food and drink some more beer.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's about it.
Maybe another detriment. That's a good point about Disney Quest. Like they had that one little restaurant on the third or second floor that had like shitty pizza and like hamburger. Maybe they could have done a
Yeah,
little bit
shitty
more
pizza.
on the food and dining
Chicken,
option.
Yeah, but you can leave to eat and go back in.
You could, and you were already in the West End or in downtown Disney, so you could have left and come back.
Sold? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how Dave and Buster's eclipsed what they were doing with Disney Quest, but they're all three of them closed. California, Chicago, Orlando, all done. Sad. But
even that New Orleans one.
that takes us to this one, and it takes us to our
Yeah. No. not-
top 8.
Maybe-
And I thought I added some in. I don't know what I did with them. I thought I added one other one that I thought I put it in memoriam, but apparently I forgot. Was Innoventions.
Yeah.
Innoventions used to be fucking gangster.
No, he was no. I mean,
All the shit you could
he went
do,
home,
all the stuff you
all
can
that
do,
stuff.
and then all of a sudden Innoventions, like I don't even know what it is. It anything? Is it just stores now? I'm not really sure what.
They're demolishing it. They're redoing it. They're tearing it down as part of the remodel at Epcot.
And are they going to put another like interactive section in there, or is it done?
I don't know. Let's see. They have like a whole you can look up like the whole Epcot remodel and like pictures of it and stuff like that. Let me see if they have a. Yeah, I mean, I think they're tearing the entire like middle part out and either making it walkways or doing something else with it. Let's see.
I
What
mean,
was it?
how many times? Like I remember the old Innoventions, like it was like interactive things that you could do.
Yeah.
And then I remember the one we started going with Shorty, like they had the Where's the Fire? Like the little house you can go in and like there's a fire and you got to like figure out how to escape. And then they had a bank.
Yeah.
You gotta save money.
saving stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
Like
Okay,
what they're doing.
The new. This is. So here's I mean, they've gotten a new Beauty and Beast sing along video. They're putting Mary Poppins back in UK. So this is where they're breaking it down. They do the World Showcase, the World of Nature, World of Celebration,
What?
and like Discovery World or whatever.
Okay.
And so that's going to be the 4 themed areas, kind of like I guess every other park has sort of like
The
themed
4.
areas.
Yeah.
And then in the actual like Innoventions part, so there's going to be a new
Oh, yeah.
pavilion. So if you see like this side of the park, used to be where Innoventions was, that's
Oh,
gone.
dude, I gotta throw up.
This side still has something, but that's probably just the shopping is my guess, because that's where the big shopping area is now. Yeah, so this is World Celebrations. That's the middle. So this is gonna be like one big pavilion for live events, signature festivals, a 3-level structure featuring a plaza middle. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so they took out the whole right side of Innoventions.
Damn.
And putting whatever this is, some kind of 3-story structure that looks like it's just open air. And this is probably just, again, the shopping center.
Right.
And then there's space.
Nice. The restaurant.
And then they're doing some play pavilion. I think that's where Body Wars
Oh yeah,
was.
that's where the Wonders of Life is. Yep.
And that's going to be new Epcot. All done by, supposed to be done by 2021, I think.
Nope.
Yeah, 2021.
2022.
I assume that COVID-19 didn't destroy the future of Disney World. Yeah, so you see a picture here. So like this whole section's gone.
Wow.
I'll just like, yeah, 'cause that's where the monorail's at.
Damn, dude. What the fuck? Wow.
So
It's
they're
so
putting
open
like
now.
some, yeah. Now this is the only thing they have, and then that's going to be the new play area, which is now World of Motion. I actually have space right there, so I guess this is the play area. That's where World of Motion.
Yeah.
Body Wars used to be.
And then what's energy gonna be? Are they doing something with
That's,
energy?
that's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Yep. So wait, so 2022 is Epcot's 40th anniversary and Disney World's.
50th.
Wow.
2022 is, yeah.
Oh
50th
shit.
anniversary is coming in 2021. The following year, 2022, marks Epcot's 40th.
Nice.
So I guess they're planning to have all this ready to go by. I think the plan was originally to have all this changes done by 2021 for the 50th, but for
Nah.
Disney's 50th.
I mean, they could still be doing construction. I mean, they could still be working on shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know but I don't know what they're doing. Who's waving? Pops is waving.
So
Oh, yeah.
Ratatouille is supposed to be open this summer. No, Ratatouille is supposed to be open summer of 2019. That's in France. I think it's supposed to be open now, but I don't know. I mean, who knows what it is now?
Right. Stacy quit. Stacy left the building. Stacy is. We don't know where Stacy went.
Yeah.
We lost Stacy. We needed a vote, so hopefully she went to the bathroom.
Go yell for her, cause find out where she's at.
Which sucks. I mean, yeah, Innoventions was like that was a cool feature inside of Epcot, which was futuristic, interactive. It wasn't ride based, it was something you could do. I remember when they did Segway. They did the Segway
Yes.
thing in there.
Yeah.
And they also
cool. Yeah.
they did when PlayStation first came out, they had like, remember that whole like PlayStation area that they had? Now again, yeah. It's not what the kids want.
Nah.
The kids want the Fortnite and the
But
TikTok.
they want the Fortnite that they can play all night, and who wants to play in Disney World? Like, yeah.
Nope.
They're just sitting in their phones making TikToks. So who cares
Exactly.
about? They could make like a TikTok station in Epcot, and then like
I'm surprised that they haven't yet.
give away like prize at the end of the day, of, like the most likes of your TikTok. Yeah.
The one that
Oh,
went the most
dogs.
viral.
There's
Hey.
all dogs.
Say a puppy.
So, dog
So
run.
Ratatouille, they already have a Ratatouille ride in Paris. So if you want to look and see what it's going to look like, you
Oh,
can
right. They do have a right.
POV that one. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Paris, Jesus, they have not reopened yet either, right?
No.
Well, Paris hasn't reopened.
Shanghai has.
The only one's open is
Shanghai.
Shanghai. Tokyo hasn't opened yet.
Hong Kong has not. Tokyo has
Why
not. Paris has not. Tokyo Disney Sea, right? That's the name of the one in Tokyo. It's Tokyo Disney Sea.
When the dog sent you a message.
Yeah, I think the dog's gonna vote. Cinnamon's gonna vote for Stacy.
Right.
So yeah, and in this, think of, wow, this is interesting. All right, so we have,
This is crazy.
even though it is set up by parks, but your Magic Kingdom, not one ride, a parade and a fucking fireworks show. That's what comes out of fucking Magic Kingdom.
That's what we care about, the Magic Kingdom rides that are gone.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
God forbid. I mean, thank God this rush is gone.
studios.
Yeah, studios, no rides. Yeah, that's interesting, right? It's an event and the lights. No attraction. Animal Kingdom made it with Safari, and then Disney Quest basically as its own venue, and then Epcot 2 rides next to each other. That's what we ended up with. That's kind of bizarre that there isn't a ride. There isn't a ride in the extinct attraction throwdown.
Yeah.
There isn't one ride from Hollywood Studios. There isn't one ride from Magic Kingdom. And there's a half a ride from Animal Kingdom. Yeah, that's wild.
We can see what people enjoy doing in this group of Disney followers.
Not the ride. Oh, hey, we're about to vote. Are you in, Stacey? What are you doing? You pooping? What's happening right now?
Stacey, you were making poo poo?
Listen, did you go poop? You were gone for a while there. You were gone for more than 2 minutes. It had to be a poop. Did you make?
Was doing dishes.
Did you make? Did you poop?
Yeah, I made dishes.
You made dishes, and then
Made
Cinnamon. Is
dishes?
Cinnamon gonna have your vote tonight? Is Cinnamon voting?
Is that what they call it now?
Mhm.
Oh.
Cinnamon's voting tonight. Oh, we were just saying about the picks here.
Mom's gonna go to sleep, but I already got it.
Oh God, Jesus! She's been up for more than 6 hours. She's got to take a nap.
You me?
She
Yeah.
got up early today. She got up at 9.
O'clock.
So as our first vote, as we vote for the top Magic Kingdom attraction, which is not an attraction, it is a parade and a firework.
Fireworks.
Whatever. Yeah, here we go. All right, Wishes versus Electric Light Parade.
Mm,
Easy.
it's not easy for me.
Easy.
Wishes
Yeah.
versus the parade.
Considering neither one was in my top 8, yeah, it's.
Right. Yeah, you did not even right either one
I
of
have
those.
none. I've got 2. The southwest bracket is the only one that I'm good on. The rest of them, and I got one in the northeast bracket.
When you think about like comparing Spectrum Magic to Electric Light Parade, like Spectrum Magic is like the music was better, the flutes were better, like everything was better. But
And that's
apparently that does not matter, and we must still love
Oh,
Wishes.
what?
Wishes
Ooh,
Fireworks.
on a 3-2.
Fix.
At a 3-2 situation.
Jeez,
Fix.
I didn't see that one coming.
Stacy knows every word to the Wishes song, so does Cinnamon. Apparently.
Wishes. I mean, it ran for a long time.
Wishes.
Like, I feel like it ran
Hey,
for like
Cinnamon.
Wishes.
20
I know all
years
the
or
words.
something. I mean, I don't know how long
Yeah.
I think it ran.
It's been around for a while. Yeah, no, for sure. It was one of the probably the longest running fireworks like show across the park. I mean, it was. I think Wishes was at like a peak time when we were going a lot. So like we saw Wishes a lot.
Yeah.
Because that was
Not a lot, yeah.
that was the fireworks show when we were going in
That's
that
when
those
Stacy
years.
was after the wedding.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was during that. Yeah, it was that time period. It was the wedding time period that Wishes was
Well, they had different versions. Like they had Halloween wishes, yes, Christmas wishes, and I think they had a little different play each time.
Want some beer?
No, thank you. I don't
Thank
know
you.
any. Thank
Who's
you.
drinking
I
beer?
don't drink that much right now. Okay.
Nice.
It was a wine. but,
Dude,
you know.
Butterscotch is a fucking alcoholic. She
Huh?
needs to go to AAD.
The wishes began in 2003,
Wow, it ran
ended
that
in
long.
2017.
As
There you-
actually,
there you go.
Cinnamon was thinking about it, but I won't share with Butterscotch. I mean, I won't share with Cinnamon. I'll share with Butterscotch, but
Yeah,
not
Butterscotch is a boozer.
Cinnamon.
likes
Yeah,
to
she
sip.
likes to drink.
Yeah, I mean 2003 to 17. That was like peak Disney travel right there. I mean from 2003 to probably 10, I guess.
Yeah,
You get
10
me
to
something, too.
12 was like maximum Disney right there. So yeah, all the Wishes inside and outside the park. Even when we would go and sneak into the Polynesian to watch it from across the lagoon, we're still holding
the
the music.
wishes.
They were
Yeah.
still playing the music, the Wishes music. So
I'm surprised that it lasted. Like that's amazing that Disney kept a fireworks show around that long and didn't change it. And people didn't revolt. Like it just seems like people would have been like angry that it's the same damn fireworks display
right.
every year you go back. But people,
New
are,
people went in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're like it's running. The music's the same every night. If you're there for 2 weeks, you go back a year from then, it's the same music. Oh wow, it's okay, cool. I wonder if it'll be different next year. You go back, it's the same fucking
Same.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
What do you eat, Pops? What is that?
Pops is eating that.
Popcorn.
Oh yeah, the Cheetos popcorn we said.
Oh, yummy.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Cheetos popcorn, legit. Wait,
Flaming hot popcorn.
I'm putting mom on mute. I can't do that.
Y'all have a popcorn maker, like
You're
a,
gonna have to-
like a legit one. Did
We
somebody have one?
we have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one. Well, you want it because we don't use it.
No, it was the same Pops and Keys for that movie. This
Oh, right. Yeah,
Movie
for the
nights.
movie nights on the screen. That's a
Mhm.
good point. Mom, close your mouth when you chew. Oh, okay. Mute yourself, goddammit. Okay. Speaking of popcorn, and the flavored popcorn did not win the food snack challenge at Epcot, but it should have. I think it should have went a little bit further than it did. But Epcot is, as we said, we just voted on 2 non-rides in Magic Kingdom. Now there's 2 rides back to back up against each other, which are literally next to each other in Epcot. They sat next to each other. Pops is already voting.
I'm waiting to vote. Wait for the
On screen now.
He's got their finger
Pop-
ready.
Pops on his finger. And go. World of Motion versus Horizons.
They were nice to each other for many years. It was, you hit the interventions, you experience things that you
Kind
never
of hard
experienced
to vote.
before,
It's crap or crap.
and then you
Ah!
went to Horizons World of Motion, and both were a pleasure,
Oh,
enjoy.
crap.
The way that Universal Energy stepped up his game when
Yeah.
Ellen took it over, but before
Right.
that, it was awful. Because who was it? Was it?
Some like executive from Exxon or some shit. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
even, it was just
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy over talking. It was terrible.
It was awful.
Yeah, it was just a guy talking. I think they had Bill Nye.
No, Bill Nye and Ellen were like,
Yeah, Bill
Next
Nye was in the
Generation.
other one. Yeah, right.
That's true. They got 2 gay liberals.
That is, yeah. Yeah,
Bill.
I mean the rush to these 2 rides when you get to Epcot, like what else were you going to go ride? I mean, you weren't
That
going to
was
run
it.
to Journey or the Land Ride.
Test track.
Land ride.
you rode Spaceship Earth. I mean, so you got off that, and you went
Oh,
to
you had to
two
ride
slow
Spaceship Earth.
rides. I mean, it's very much like it was a learning part. That's what they,
It was a
set up
learning
about.
park. It was a learning park, exactly. What World of Motion did not have, it didn't have the Florida orange smell when you went into it, which is why I think Horizons just
Yeah.
crushed.
Ooh, booyah!
Who voted for World of Motion? Probably Stacy. Stacy? Did you?
Yep.
Eh,
So Stacy
You like
just
the actor.
adamant. Yeah, no, it's more of like it's just not the one that I wanted to win. I think that's that's
nice.
Horizons went went the distance.
You
on
know
that.
what? And since we're on that topic, I'll just go ahead and put it out there for everybody.
Sure.
Since we've been in quarantine, Christian hasn't won a single game at home.
A board game.
Nice.
That is true. 100%. Ticket to Ride,
Poker
poker
last night either.
got destroyed in poker last night. Went all in with a set of 7s, set of 9s, and this idiot over here, fucking Rivers a goddamn straight.
Damn.
Yeah, nice fucking runner. Ridiculous. I had the hand from the flop. I thought it was over.
He has not won a
Went all in.
game.
Yeah, of course.
Went all in. She catches the river, the turn and the river, runner for a straight. So you gotta be fucking kidding me right now. Yeah. So I have not won. We've played many a board game. So we're gonna play Clue tomorrow, and I'm gonna win that. We'll see what happens.
Nah.
I didn't win Clue last time when Mimi and Pops were up here. You won. I don't think I can't even win Clue now. But I'm winning in life, and that's what matters.
And PhD is how deeper and higher. I mean, higher and deeper. It's really, I tell you.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, I'm glad to see Horizons on this Final Four. That makes me feel better.
Amy's chowing down.
It was even, yeah, the neighbors can hear her. But the fact that I have the Bose headset on is working against me in this situation because all I hear, I can hear every
Crystal
like
clear.
little crinkle crackle. I mean, there was a whole article written in the All Ears blog about Horizons, like why people fucking loved Horizons. It was just something about it. It was about
That's the gas on
super
us.
futuristic. It was like even in advance, like, there was a little bitty part in Carousel Progress, but like Horizons just was all about like if you can dream it, it'll whatever. What's the statement? What's the thing? If you can dream it, it'll happen. What was it?
Yeah, I don't remember
Achieve
what to
it.
say.
Whatever it was. Yeah, I think if you can dream it, you can achieve it. I mean, that's like a mantra of all things. That yeah, and you were in there, and it was just best ride definitely in Epcot.
I was never in Sumatra.
It was never in Sumatra.
I was never in Sumatra.
Yeah, can't play that either. Oh, if you ever look up, this is for I guess for. So I put the movie on YouTube. So you could basically watch and play the Clue video game without the board or without
Nice.
the VHS or without even a DVD or whatever. I put it on YouTube, so anytime you want to play it, it's there.
Oh, wow.
When I go,
Like Clue, I did the
Even if
DVR.
Stacy still won't play it. It doesn't matter what version it's in. If it's VHS, blue screen, Blu-ray, VR, HR, she still won't. She won't play it. So, but yeah, I have it. But I put all of the I
I
have the
play it
whole
on a
video on
beach?
YouTube. You can play it on a beach. Yeah, you can do it remote. That's true. Yeah, you could do that.
Can I play it on a beach? If I could play it on a beach, I'll play it.
But we'll make that. We can make that happen. Let's see what happens.
All right.
All right, round 3 for the
Ugh.
Hollywood Studios Star Wars weekend are Osborne Family Lights.
taking someone to vote. Oh, come on, man.
Pops has voted. 4 votes are in. 1 person still thinking. Oh, wow. Interesting. I didn't see that coming. I thought for sure it would have at least put up a fighting chance. But it got
Oh,
destroyed.
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure there'd be some.
No.
Star Wars Weekend Stragglers. Yeah, I think those Christmas lights flip some people by seeing the actual lights themselves.
Well, and going back to the one where you walk through completely,
Yeah,
it's got a lot of memories on that one.
that was a good one. Yeah, I really do wish they would. I don't think that they're gonna ever bring it back, but I wish they would.
I mean, the twinkling lights, the sound stuff was okay, but the walking through was the best.
Yeah, the walking through was awesome.
Oh, it's Christmas time, so I mean, it had that going for it. I mean, it's weather is perfect usually.
What in the world is Carrie hosting a watch party for?
What?
Why is Carrie?
I
Where?
think she
why
hosts
is
a watch
Carrie
party.
hosting a party?
I think she hosts a watch party for a lot of things. Every time that there's a video, she hosts a watch party. I don't think she understands the point of the watch party.
Carrie?
Yeah.
And Carrie?
Yeah.
She just senses out. She has no idea what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of she does a lot of watch parties. Whenever there's a video, it's a watch party. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure
Never
she
watches
doesn't know
it.
Oh
what to do.
boy.
All right, Animal Kingdom and Beyond, The Poachers and Kilimanjaro Safari,
Easy vote.
or
Easy
Disney
vote.
Quest.
Come on.
I think this is gonna be an easy one. Even I didn't vote for this first time around, but
Yeah,
Okay. That was easy.
it was easy. Wow. All right. So even though we all apparently like Animal Kingdom and its ride, it just wasn't enough. Didn't have enough bite apparently. And,
You can't compare that to the
Can't
Quest.
compare.
Disney Quest just
Can't
fucking
compare.
crushed it. Yeah, I mean it's still the ride's still there. That's the thing about the ride's still there. They took out a 4-second part of the ride where Disney Quest was fucking demolished and will never return to its like.
Yeah.
Just super sad. But yes, Disney Quest.
We had more fun in Quest than we have on the Animal Kingdom ride.
Right. And you used to be able to get a. Now I have to build the actual tolls again. So give me a second. Yeah, you used to be able to build to ride. I mean, it was included in your ticket, right? If you had a certain ticket, Disney Quest, you could add it on. Kind of like I
It
guess,
was like the super duper pass.
kind of like you could add on the what
The
you
water parks,
the water parks.
the
Right.
Quest.
Hello. Oh, it's ended. Yeah, I know. Okay, here we go. All right. What is it? Versus.
Wow, boy, it's gonna be tough. These.
I know.
I think I know that one's gonna be that one, and that one's gonna be that one.
Yeah, you got Magic Kingdom versus Epcot. Then you got ride versus a firework display. Even though it's a pretty good firework display, though. We'll say that. Family Lights, and then Osborne Family Lights versus Disney Quest.
What's
this
happening?
is tough. This is. I mean, you got again. You have one ride. This entire Final Four.
Yeah, that's valid. That's exactly right.
One
Horizon's
ride.
the only ride.
And 2. I mean, all 3 of them. I mean, like you walk through. I mean, I guess Wishes, you stand there.
Yeah.
One you walk through. Disney Quest, you walk through. But yeah, one ride.
I mean, you could say Disney Quest had a lot of rides, right? It had the Pirates of the Caribbean
Yes.
shooting thing. It had the Jungle Cruise. Remember you could drive the little Jeep? Disney
Yes.
Quest?
Oh, with the Meg, yes, that was
It
awesome.
was a maze, and you had one driver and then people navigating, and you had to get from point A to point B, and a little camera on it. And that's all you could see if you were the driver. And you would say, take a left, turn right, turn around. And it was all glass floor.
Glass floor. Yeah.
See, they don't have that shit at fucking Dave and Buster's. Man, fuck Dave and Buster's. Dude, Disney Quest shit. And what they got at Dave and Buster's? Some shit you get a ticket for, and you can turn it in for some bubble gum.
Yeah.
Not much.
$8, and all I get is a
pencil.
fucking pencil. Yeah, exactly.
Spent $700 and all. Yeah. All I can show for is this pencil with the eraser is gonna wear out within 30 seconds of usage. Yeah.
Right. Like that. Yeah. Like, oh, how much is that one thing? Oh, that's 1 million tokens. Okay. How much do I have to spend to get 1 million tokens? $1 million. Wait, what? Like, and I could go buy
Well,
that
that's a
for
deal.
$36 at the five and below store. Well, that's fair in our country. What? Like, yeah,
It's fair in our country. Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese started that bullshit, and then then Dave and Buster said, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We rip kids off. Let's keep doing that." All right, so yeah, in our one ride attraction final four here, which is fun. But again, attractions were wide. Even the other one, right? It was wide open. It was shows. It was events. It was things. Water parks, even. That's interesting that they had a water park in there. Yeah, to the final four.
Ooh.
Wishes versus Horizons.
Ready? Okay, easy.
Pops has voted, apparently. Pops is making sure everyone has heard.
I'm
Herbie
giving
was-
hint to my vote.
Nice. Gee, yeah, what'd you vote for, Brand? I wonder which one.
I don't know which one I voted for.
He went for wishes.
Yeah.
Stacy votes for wishes. I know that.
100%. Stacey voted for Wishes. Yeah. Just because it isn't Horizons. That's exactly it. But Stacey never wrote it, so it's not fair. You don't know what it's like to ride that.
I do.
So,
True, and it was awesome.
it was a cool ride. But yes, Wishes was great. The song, Stacey knows every word to the song too. She can sing it. You want to sing
I
it?
already said that.
You want to sing it now for us?
Yeah, but I think he's trying to get you to sing it.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly what I'm trying.
No, I'm good. You can play it if you want.
You good?
Hey, Brandon gets called to play it.
I'll play the guitar.
Oh, dude, if I could rock on the guitar, that'd be something. I haven't learned a single song, so I'm pretty much tapped out.
Well, Wishes is your first one then. You can make Wishes your first song.
Whoa, that wouldn't happen. No, that's not correct.
Oh, yeah, wrong one, dude. Wrong one.
Oh, my bad. Oh, shit, dude. See,
Yeah, Wishes on the brain.
dude. This is
Come on,
like,
boys.
this is the kind of fucking brainwashing Stacey puts on me. Like, I can't even think for myself. Everything is
Please.
about her.
Well, I'm glad we watched that. Man. Otherwise, you had the wrong winner
Nice.
up there.
Dude, look at that Disney Quest picture. Holy crap. That's
No, it's
awesome.
pretty nice. That's all I found. It's pretty sweet. It's like got the Lanuba in the background.
Is Lanuba dead? Is that all? Why is Lanuba on this list? Is it gone?
Yeah.
I think it's
Numa
gone,
shut
but-
down.
Are they putting something else in it?
They're gonna do a different one, yeah.
But it is going to be still Cirque du Soleil, just something different than Lanuba.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fine. That makes sense.
Yeah, they're doing another Cirque du Soleil. It's just going to be something different.
All right, Brandon hinted on his last one, so like he's subconsciously trying to sway us by putting pictures on his backdrop.
Oh yeah, this might be a switcheroo.
Nice.
The hell?
This is really difficult.
Yeah, this one's a
Yeah,
little
I mean,
tougher.
a lot of members. I mean, just like Wishes, right? Lots of members of watching Wishes and seeing it and crying. That was mostly me.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
I mean, but who doesn't love? who doesn't love this? I'm going to show you a background. Hold on. Who doesn't love walking through this?
Christmas lights. I mean, come on.
Okay, I finally got it.
Hold on.
It's a hard one.
Who doesn't love I mean, look at this. This is incredible. I mean, look. I mean, don't you? I feel like I'm in Christmas.
Oh,
I
cool.
feel like I'm in it right now.
Oh.
Like I'm walking through looking up, seeing it, and then they're gonna snow, so come down.
Oh, the snow. Yeah, they did the
Oh,
big
yeah.
snow.
Yeah, the bubbles over there.
Well, we have a winner for this round. One smells like Christmas. One smelled like feet. I do remember Disney Quest started to smell weird after a while. Like they needed to change the carpet. Like I don't think they
Yeah.
probably should have looked into
They
that.
didn't keep up or anything. The seats were torn.
I think it just started to get. That's why people stopped going because it just started to get worn down. And they weren't-
$42, like you need to keep that game going, like that you had to spend some money keeping
Yeah.
that thing up. I mean, it
But-
got too expensive for.
Even with that said, that Disney Quest won.
I pulled a switcheroo. I actually voted for Osborne Family Lights despite
Nice.
the Disney Quest
Who else
background.
voted for the lights? Nice switch. Who else
I voted
voted?
for lights.
You voted for lights. Oh wow!
Yes.
All right. So me,
And
and
our
Stacey voted
rationale
for
was-
Quest. Wow.
It was Christmas time,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was so neat. And at different times we did go during those New Year's Eve things,
Right.
parties.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
always up, and those were some fun times.
Yeah, that was the other thing about New Year's Eve, like that. Yeah, when we were at the studios because we couldn't get in any other park. You
Yeah,
could
that's
walk
right.
around. You always because you try to kill time. Fuck, you got to kill like 16 hours because you got to get this early and you got to stay till midnight or 1.
it was dark at 5:30, so like
Right.
you literally just walked around. I think we walked around the lights for like 6 hours.
Yeah,
just like staring at them.
probably.
And you had the little kids blowing the horns from 5:30.
The
Yeah.
And then walk around, look at the lights, and then you go back again. You look at the lights again, and you're like, all right, it's the same lights. All right, let's go back again.
Ooh, Horizons and the
Goddamn one.
Quest.
And then LFO played, and that was it. And that's New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
How do we get
Yep.
small?
Hey, what?
Oh, how do we get down to this place?
Yeah, because during Christmas, again, it got dark like 5 o'clock. So lights popped on like early. Like they
Right.
were on for a fairly long time.
And
Oh, this
what-
is gonna be hard.
Was there always dancing lights, or did that happen later? Like, was it all? Wasn't it just
Dancing lights is
still-
later.
The music and the dancing with the music. I think that's when they consolidated all onto Hollywood Boulevard or whatever the hell they call it.
Right.
You had
Yeah,
music,
Boulevard.
but not the lights didn't dance to the music.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
Christmas music playing.
I think the show part of it was once they put it all on that one street.
Yeah. And they can choreograph it easier because it was all under one thing and the music and whatnot.
Because I don't think like that New York strip was like not as popular with lights when it first started because they spread it out like
Right.
across the whole thing. Like I think it became super packed on that one street once they got rid of all the backlot stuff.
Yeah.
And they started doing the dancing and started doing the lights and the like shows would run from like, every 5 minutes they'd have a different show or new show.
With the different song and whatnot. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. I forgot that was even back there too. I forgot that little playland area was.
I like the Playland.
Yeah, I voted
That was
for-
one of my choices, one of my 16.
Yeah, that was somewhere in mine. I think I moved them. Well, that was a terrible bracket. That's what that
Yeah.
was.
But I did like the Playland, like sitting on the ant and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it was against Lights Motor Action. So yeah, I mean that was and a Notre Dame Hunchback of Notre
Oh,
Dame
God.
show, which was terrible. It was
Where's that even? I don't even remember where that is. Where did that even happen?
It was back in New York. Like it was.
Oh.
You don't remember that dude threw up right there?
The caca. Was it the caca? Yeah.
Yeah, it was right there.
Yeah.
We were just standing there, like minding our own business.
Yeah.
He just came running by us, like,
It just, yeah. It's so weird.
Four-legged animal.
and he came from Hunchback of Notre Dame show. That's what, like,
We're not doing that. We're not going to watch that. I mean,
no.
that lasted Rock and Roll Horror Tower Terror. I'm not throwing up after that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like there was nothing bad. There was no rods back there, so we don't know what happened to that guy. Anyway, that's where it was back there.
Yeah, right at the end. I know exactly. It's the picture that you just showed. Like that picture is that strip, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
the New York
Yeah, right.
Avenue?
Yeah,
And
that's
Hollywood Boulevard's the long one, and then the New York is a little kick out.
Yeah.
All right. Horizons. Oh, sorry. Horizons or Disney Quest. Well, we both just saw 2 demolition pictures of both of these, so that's interesting. All right, here it is. Stacy's voting for Disney Quest. I already know what's happening. Yep. I knew that. Yeah. Well, she's gonna vote for Disney Quest anyway, but it could have been Horizons and Camp Mini Mickey, or Tarzan Rocks, or something worse than that. What's the word? Dino Jubilee. But it's just like one dinosaur. They just put like it doesn't matter. It's better than Horizon.
It was fun.
Yeah.
What do they? I mean, I still don't understand what Dinosaur Jubilee is. It must not have lasted very long. It must have been like grand opening, grand closing.
Grand closing. And it was in that area with the dinosaur ride. So yeah, I wonder what was Doug Live? Was that the dog from Up? Is that what Doug
yeah.
Live is? Doug Live?
Doug was a little person. Doug was a kid.
Doug was a kid.
I was a kid, yeah. That was,
Oh,
that
Doug,
wasn't
Doug,
hard.
yeah. It was the Bear, the Boo Boo House people, right? That's what he was. Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta say, this is an interesting final championship game
Oh, jeez.
here. I mean,
Two classics, two classics that both of them are gone. I mean, they just convert you just tore the building down.
right. Which I'm sort of glad that this is. You know what? I'm kind of like, even after going through all this shit, like these two got fucking demolished. Like these are extinct forever. Some of these other ones, like they kind of changed the ride, World of Motion.
Yeah.
They kind of changed they pivoted the thing. The Kilimanjaro, it's the same ride, whatever. But dude, they just straight up knocked these fucking buildings down.
They
That
tore it
shit,
down.
100% extinct to never be back again. So yeah, I'm kind of glad it ended up with these two. I would have liked maybe more rides, but whatever. That's how it ended up. But the final champion of the Disney World Extinct
Just
Attraction Final Four. What?
So would you just announce it already?
Is not what Stacey wanted, because it's Horizon.
Oh.
Horizons.
Yeah.
Dude, yes. Definitely one of the best, if not was the best ride in all of Disney World.
Stacy's out.
Stacey wants to go play Pinball Slam or whatever that game was. Stacey quit.
That was fun, yeah.
She quit.
Mom pointed out the difference was that you had to pay to get
Right, you had to pay to go to Disney Quest. You had to ride Horizons for nothing.
You had to pay to go to Disney Quest. Yeah, and maybe I don't know if they could have threw it in as like just a bonus. If it would have got too crowded in there. I mean, they had to charge something.
Well, they would throw it in when you did the package, but you were paying for it with the big package.
Right.
See,
Right.
I'm trying to, if I had gone all the way through.
Oh, you didn't go all the way through? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what was your final from your bracket? What was your final?
I would have had Lights and Horizons, which is close. I mean,
Yeah.
could have made it. I mean, my final 8 was only had 3 going into the final 8, but the final 4 was at least 2 of the ones I would have had, and then my final 2 would have been Horizons and the Lights.
Yeah.
So my bracket would have been all right. I mean, I would have chosen Horizons as the winner.
I think that's what mine was. What is mine? I'm gonna look up my bracket and see what I had.
So I could have, even though I had some early losses, I could have brought it back up at the final 2.
I went too far off.
I had Wishes, Horizons, Sounds Dangerous. I was all in on Sound Dangerous. Like, I really wanted Sound Dangerous to get that. And Disney Quest. So I was like almost there. I had a feeling that Osborne was going to win that whole bracket for all of us, but Sounds Dangerous was just, I don't know, that was just fun. That little thing in the back.
I think Electric Light Parade is the only thing that was different from mine.
Yeah, Sounds Dangerous is another one of those. Like during the millennium, like you was going to listen to it like many, many times. And it's always open. Like you don't have to wait in line. It's going back.
Escape from the crowds, like, 'cause yeah, nobody was in there, so it was only.
Nobody know about it. Like it's dark, quiet. You can almost like fall asleep because they had the sound. You went to your sound booth with the sound protection and Like it was legit like a quiet room. Like they could have a kid screaming
Couldn't hear.
2 feet outside the door. Couldn't hear it. It was like, it was incredible how they could do
Yeah,
that.
it was. It's true.
Totally soundproof. Yeah, you got busted when your like light went off, and you're like, I remember, like the light would be red. Like, oh, I caught it midstream. I got to do it again.
Yeah.
And then, like you shut the door, and like, fuck you, man. I'm like,
And we were staying for another 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody would open the door up and look in, they'd look at you, and you're like,
nah, just
sleep
still listening. Yeah, whatever. Yep. I thought for sure that I'm like the great movie ride. Like, how the fuck did that not?
Yeah.
I thought for sure that was gonna go the distance, but
You know how much stuff that'd take down to get rid of that ride?
yeah, I don't even know what's in. Like, can you do a virtual ride of the runway?
You can do a POV, yeah.
Put it up on the screen. Take it.
Virtual ride of what?
Can you ride the runway railway? Like,
Yes,
Brandon's
you
gonna
can.
pull up the virtual run. I mean, it can't be better than a great movie ride. I mean,
No, it's
No.
not.
We wrote it. It's yeah,
it's not that good.
not like the Great Movie Ride.
I mean, dude, it was like every genre of movie. It talked about the movie. It talked about the movie business. It talked about the old movies. Like, what the hell? And it was in the theater. It was in Grumman Chinese Theater. It was the best.
Look, there you go.
What?
It's still kind of on like the same kind of cart.
This was on a track, and you're in a cart. Okay, interesting.
But I think it goes trackless at some point. That's like the big thing about it.
Oh, it says trackless dark ride. I see. Yeah, it says that at the thing there. Interesting. Well, didn't the Great Movie Ride go trackless too? Like at some point it went trackless.
No,
It was in a car, but I don't know if it. See, like,
All of it be on tracks.
I mean, it's like an old dark ride, which I think is why people like it. It's kind of like got like that Peter Pan vibe going.
Right. Right. What is there a story behind it? Is there any background on this thing, or it's just?
no, there's
Yeah,
a
many.
story.
Someone's
Man
gonna have.
Brady.
Yeah, something happen. Can you hear it? Can you hear like the?
Yeah, I could hear the music, but I mean, I want to see like Gene Kelly dancing in the rain and all that other shit. Like, what the hell?
John Wayne. Oh, where'd that
There's
come
Goofy.
from?
All right, Goofy's there.
Yeah, the people in the car behind it see it. There's Mickey Minnie.
No, so at some point, I guess the railway gets a little bit sketchy. What
Like it goes
happens?
faster or something.
Mickey screws stuff up. There you go. It starts to pick up a little bit. Yeah, so now it goes trackless.
Oh, I see. Oh, whoa. Okay.
So it's the same technology. They said that Rise of Resistance is it's like a trackless system.
With the magnets or whatever, like magnetized trackless. Yeah, because this is exactly how Rise of the Resistance is, right? Like you kind of slide through the scenes and you slide in and slide out. This was, you know what this was? This was the Oz area. I bet.
Yeah.
Where you like, you talk to the, what's it called? You saw the.
And I think
oh,
they
the
have to like tear everything down and just start from scratch.
Yeah. R.I.P. Great movie ride. That was a good ride.
Great Movie Ride.
I don't think I need to ride this ride after I watch this.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Granted, we had a fast pass for this one in May.
Yeah, I know,
Fast
yeah.
I don't think it's over, was
That's
it?
cool.
You had a fast pass?
All
That was good. All right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, we
okay.
did have one. Oh my God.
All right, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if you're moving or if you're sitting still. Are you moving or are you sitting still right now? I know you're moving. Okay.
I think he's sitting still.
Screen, yeah, the screen was fucking with you, but yeah, you're still. Whoa! All right.
That's cool effects. All right. Oh, this is a nice scene. This reminds me of the great movie ride here.
The gangster area. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, how you ride any rides going forward, like look how many people, like you're on top of people.
Yeah, I mean, right. You would have to have 1-2 people per car
And you'd have to disinfect like the whole thing every time. Like that's
every time.
Yeah.
They're saying every time. Man, come on.
This is the world is not built for an infectious disease outbreak. It's just not
No.
built for that. Yeah.
No.
It's pretty cool. I might ride it. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, you got a fast pass. You could always just try it out. I mean, it just does it. It's not the great movie ride. I mean, I'll judge it till the end of the time to be like, this is what they took out. They put this in the place of the great movie ride. Come on.
Like I feel like they could have updated Great Movie Ride to make it like just a little, I guess maybe not update the movies, but like update some of the technology they use.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the the whole Indiana Jones scene and the gangster scene and the robber scene. And it was like an actor
Alien
actually
and
doing thing. Yeah, the alien thing. I mean, it was all. Maybe they could have changed some of the movies, but maybe not.
That's what I'm saying. They might have
Classic
changed.
cult classic. Like this generation, yeah, these kids, they don't know anything. What do they care about gangsters? You know what I'm
All the
saying?
gangsters.
They are the gangsters. I mean, maybe you could put Sopranos in there, and then that would have changed.
yeah.
That would have changed the dynamic of it all.
But I mean, that's the thing, man. I think a lot of those movies, like people, like even Singing in the Rain, that was like we knew what that was, but kids now they'd be like, "What the hell is it? What's aliens? Like this is stupid." Like we want to see Marvel shit. Like I'm surprised that it
Bro.
turned it's like a Marvel / especially with
That's
Star
what they
Wars
should have done.
and Pixar. Like they could have took all their IP and put it onto the same park and done like a Marvel's ride. Like instead of that, I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
why did
Which
they
would be
go on?
competing
Yeah,
with
why did they
Star
go on?
Wars.
True. Yeah, there's just one ride, not a land. Maybe because they're prepping for Marvel Land. Is that also on deck?
That's in California. It's supposed to be doing
It's already
Marvel.
go. Okay.
But I don't know about Disney World. Or is there something with the whole Marvel Spider-Man thing and they can't do anything because of Universal?
It's because of Universal. So right. So in Universal Isles of Adventure, they have all the Marvel rides. Hulk, Spider-Man, all the Captain America comes out and does all the shit. The Fantastic Four and whatnot. So yeah, there may be some sort of territorial thing that they can't do.
Was that Marvel or DC?
That's Marvel, and they sell Marvel comic books, and they sell Marvel, all the IPs, all that stuff. It's all belongs to fucking Disney now.
Yeah.
It's like all they're selling souvenirs for Disney World, basically.
I think it has something to do with that. I think it has something to do with the fact that they already have all that Universal and there's an agreement that Disney stays away from the Marvel within their theme parks. Although Guardians of the Galaxy is being built. But like I don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy is something like Marvel but like different just because of the way that it got. Like,
Yeah, they didn't touch it. They don't have a nexus for it yet. Like they didn't
Right.
have Guardians of the Galaxy because it wasn't even like on anybody's radar. But Spider-Man and all the other characters are there. But I mean, Iron Man, maybe.
yeah.
Man has some representation at Universal. Maybe not. I mean, now it does. Now it Thor everything and whatnot. But
It did before.
yeah, if you look at all the decorations and all the stuff that's around, like it did not have any of that stuff. I think Hulk and Spider-Man were about it.
Right.
Those
Yeah,
are also two movies that are garbage. Like those two
Oh, yeah.
movies, well, at least the Hulk anyway. They can't figure out the Hulk. The Hulk's been made 3 times and it's all been terrible. Not under the new Marvel umbrella, but still.
Not as a teammate with Avengers. Yeah, by
Right.
himself, it's terrible. Yeah.
It was like Ed Norton was the first one, and then Christian Bale, I think, was another
Even
one.
if you could try to do like the Marvel, like if you try to do the cinematic history or whatever and try to watch all the Marvels, they still use the Hulk from when,
Right.
I guess it was Christian Bale. What was the most, oh no, it's Ed Norton.
Ed Norton, yeah.
Because they haven't done a Hulk just
Right.
a new dude, whatever his name is. I can't think of his name.
But now I'm gonna want to do a Marvel cruise. You keep talking, say Marvel.
Yeah. haven't
Jack
done what-
Garofalo. Or Cruise.
Yeah.
Man, we're talking
Yeah.
about getting on a ride at Disney World. It's impossible during a pandemic. Do you think a fucking cruise is going to happen in this decade?
haven't-
Like,
Next year,
It's
Marvel
over.
cruise.
They haven't done
Yeah.
just a straight Hulk with him, and I don't know why.
Right.
I guess it's just they can't figure out how to write a story that would make any sense for him because they've already done like 7 Hulks.
They've
Now
done
it's-
backstories, right? And they're all bad. They're all terrible.
Yeah, the backstory's been told, and yeah,
not
even
good.
Spider-Man has stayed away from backstory, like the new ones.
There's something
Somewhat.
like, yeah, I mean, you look at what Black Widow's about to do. Like the Black Widow movie looks fucking badass, and like that's gonna be it's her backstory, but it's like it's more compelling than the fucking Hulk, and maybe because it's a
Well,
new story. It hasn't been
It
done.
was just coming out the week that all this went crazy.
Right. Are they
She was
gonna put it
actually-
on Disney Plus, or are they gonna? What are they doing with it? Have they
I
decided?
don't know, she came out that Friday and they shut everything down.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Friday the 13th.
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, are they gonna put either they can put it on Disney Plus or do what other movies are doing and going straight to on demand? I think they should put it on. I think they need to put it on fucking Disney Plus.
You
It's
saw
just-
Top Gun move back to Top Gun's opening postponed until December.
They have to. There won't be a movie theater opened up. They can't. Regal, none of them. Like AMC, they can't open. They just can't.
Yeah.
Not in the what? Huh? Not in the way that it's going to be a weird situation where it's like, oh well, we'll open up at only 25%
You have to have
capacity or whatever.
seats in between and all sort of stuff.
It's like you got a theater of 500 seats and then you have 70 people in the movie. Like, how is that going to work?
No different than restaurants having 50% capacity. How's that going to work? I mean,
Oh, wait, they moved it to 50? I thought it was just set 25. I guess
No,
the phases go up, right? Like the phases
yeah,
are
if
up.
the phase go up. Louisiana, I don't think has any indoor yet, even under phase 1. Actually, I think restaurants are opening, right? Is it 25% restaurants?
Restaurants are open at 25% also.
Yeah, so it's 25%. So everything's 25% right now
Interesting.
in Louisiana.
Right. Yeah.
The world is opening up on the 15th, but New Orleans is going to hold off to the 16th.
One day.
One day.
Oh my God. So what in the fuck? So let me, just so I understand this. So the virus is just going to stop transferring to people on May 15th in New Orleans? Is that what's, so Bourbon Street will be fine, but before that,
But bars are closed.
the virus
Bars
was active.
closed.
Bars are closed.
So what's opening on
Bars
the
closed.
15th?
Just restaurants.
Oh, just restaurant.
And only 25% capacity. Yeah. So still, it's like a phase 4, I think, is, bars, or phase 3 or something like that.
But if the bars are moved to state parks, they could be open.
Again, like even the restaurants, like, yeah, it's exactly. So if a bar can't be open, like an independent bar, but a bar inside of a restaurant can be open,
I don't know.
Good question, Aguato.
or is it just? I mean, you can't sit at the bar,
I bet the bar is still closed, like at the restaurant.
so you can't sit at the bar, but you can sit at
You
a
can't sit at the
table.
bar. You can still
Correct.
drink from the bar. Like they'll mix you.
Yeah,
up.
you can order the drinks. Yeah. Oh shit. And I mean now, dude, you have restaurants now getting into the grocery business. Like that is like last ditch effort. And I understand why. Like it makes sense. Your supply chain's still good. You can still order onions and shit. You just can't sell it to anybody.
Right.
Or you can sell it to curbside customers, which is like 7% of your total business. But yeah, once I started seeing restaurants getting in the grocery business, I thought, fuck, that's great. That's perfect time.
Like I was listening to something like, it's one thing to be like, be sort of against the opening up, but like, what's the answer? Like, you can't stay closed for another 2-3
right.
months. Like, you got to do something. So,
Yep.
what do you do? I mean, you got to start opening up. So anyway, so Louisiana, I mean, John Bell's doing it kind of decently well. I mean, he can't control people, but I mean, he's not like Alabama, or Arkansas, who never closed down. I mean,
Nice.
so I mean, he's at least trying to be like, all right, we'll do 25% phase 1, and then we'll do a little more here and a little more, ease into it, and then pull back if we need to. But they just can't just stay closed thinking that shit's just gonna go away.
Right.
because that may never happen. Yeah.
I think that was that's the realization that this shit ain't going away. Like it's not gonna stop. And like that once, I mean, the whole reason why we stopped was just to get the hospital system from being overloaded. That was the big reason in the beginning. So why we had to shelter in place and stay away from shit. Now that the hospitals have said, yeah, okay, yeah, there's some that are busy and some aren't. We have the PPE, we have ventilator access, we can do these things without whatever, then it's like, all right, well, this shit's not going away. And then when, like, I think the public realized this shit's going to be here forever, they were like, oh, really? Well,
Correct.
the chances of me getting it are probably pretty high. Yeah. All right, fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah,
and, like,
right.
herd immunity, let people get it. You're going to catch it. If you catch it, fine. If you have a pre-existing, try to stay away. Don't fucking go out to a concert and rub up and lick on people next to each other.
The Spanish flu, or the 1918 flu is still around. People still come down with it each year. And it's got, once it's developed, it's here.
Tuberculosis still happens too. So,
Still happens.
Yeah, I think that like the turning point is happening. It's happening right now, and it's the fact that we don't have a solution for it. We don't have a medicine. We don't have a vaccine, and we're not going to have it for a long time. So it's either we could do it for 2 months, but we can't close for 18. So it's like, all right, well, here we go. Let's open, and we'll just open slowly and safely. But we're not going to be packing NFL stadiums with 100,000 people sitting on top of each other.
That'd be crazy. That'd be stupid.
Yeah, I mean that's where they're going to be. It's going to be, again, this safely, and wash your hands and be mindful and don't stand in people's face, and it's going to be all that for quite a while. But you can't just be like, nah, it should shut down.
Yeah. Stay closed forever, right? Stay closed for another 2 months.
I mean, that's a problem. Like the people who are like so anti, and I'm like, I mean, certainly the people out there doing the protests with no mask and all that's dumb. They're idiots. But like the people, you can't be like, no, we can't do anything. Like, all right, we'll come up with your solution. What's your solution? What do you want to do then?
Yeah.
If your solution is we need to come with a vaccine and everything's open, you're like, that's
that for sure can't happen.
You can't, like, look, we just can't run the country like that. Like, you just can't do it. Like, you gotta do something else.
Joe Biden could solve the problem, certainly.
I don't know what Joe's plan is. I mean, Joe's plan is testing and contract. I think that's what everybody's
like contract tracing and
contract tracing. So now the question is, similar to the fucking, similar to like the AIDS thing, right? So it's like, all right, cool. So now I'm sick. Now I need to recant. Now I got to tell 30 people that I need a list of all the people I've come in contact with for the last 14 days. And I'm the one that's got to tell them, hey, I'm the one that got you sick. Like that's it's going to be interesting. Not as bad as AIDS, but same thing is that you got to tell somebody, oh, yeah. Remember we said, remember I told you I wasn't feeling good, and we hung out and we did that thing. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Well, yeah, cool. So I have the coronavirus, and now you probably have it. What? Yeah. So that, I don't know. People may not open up, and contact tracing may be a bust if people aren't open with other people to say,
oh, yeah,
I'm the one that gave you the coronavirus. Like that's kind of fucked up for you to tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real thing. Well, that's why, I mean, and again, I don't know if we're going to do like Singapore where they've got the QR codes. They're talking about the Singapore Disney where like people are walking in their phone, they have like a QR code that shows like whether they're healthy or not. And I guess it has something to do with tracing and testing or whatnot. But like if that little thing is green, that means they're good to go. And they can go into the park or whatever. But if it's red, which I guess means that they've been in contact with somebody or they've got some other reason why it's red, they won't let them in.
Oh my God, that's fucking awesome. When can we do that? I love that idea. Like, is that possible?
I don't know how the red and green, like who sets it. Like if it's set for you, like again, if you are notified that you're came in contact with somebody, like it automatically turns your phone red. But yeah, that's how they're letting people into Disney World. That's how they're doing it in Shanghai. Like it's like cell phone contact tracing.
What? Oh, that's how that. So it's not a voluntary thing. It's like they know your phone was next to that phone in the last 48 hours or whatever. So if you
Right.
now are poisoned, every cell phone that you were close to in the last
Your
14
phone
days,
will like, yeah,
it's a
your
text
phone
message to be like, yeah, just letting you know.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Your phone is basically locked. Like it's again, it's got those. It basically it's like walking around with an A in your chest. You know, a C in your
Wow.
chest. Like
Yep.
I got corona,
It's fucking
and
fantastic.
it'll stay red until like your quarantine's over or something like that, and then you can start going around. But that's how if you look at all the Asia countries and opening up, they keep talking about like people having to show their QR code to show that they're good. So, but are
Wow.
Americans gonna do that? No, because Americans are idiots.
Americans are assholes. That's not going to happen in this country.
It's not gonna happen. Like you're not
It's the
gonna
right
tell
thing
me
to
what
do.
I
It's
can't
not
do.
gonna-
I mean, how many people are you gonna know who Disney World's gonna have a setup where you're gonna need to wear a mask? How many people are you thinking to walk in like, I don't need no mask. This is America.
Yeah.
And be like, this is Disney. I can kick you the hell out if I want to.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to
And I'd be
happen.
like, yeah, that's right. I can do what I want because we're private property, and if you don't have any constitutional right to not wear a mask, sorry.
That is correct.
Yeah, no doubt there will be people fighting security people. And maybe Six Flags, maybe not so much at Disney World, but at Six Flags for sure. I don't know. Maybe the clientele at Disney will be sort of a tad bit upstanding, but maybe not. We've seen some shady shit at Disney World.
Yeah.
I saw on it was a news story. I think it was in Los Angeles. They had two guys going through a Target without masks, and when they were confronted by security, then they started a fight, and one of the guys broke one of the security guard's arms.
Yeah. Dude, somebody got shot.
A Family Dollar security guard got
Yeah.
killed the other day because of that. Yeah.
Man, people are dumb.
There's a lady. He told the lady, go put a mask on. She's like, blah, 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 blah. Goes to her car, gets a gun, comes back, shoots him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's some hardcore stuff. I mean, that's what you're dealing with in America. I mean, you got idiots who are all walking around with $6,000 in their pockets because they got unemployment, they got $2,400 stimulus check, and yet they're still shooting people because of a mask. You're like, come on, dude.
Because they want to. It's their right to go into a grocery store
Right.
without a mask.
It's their right to go to the grocery store. I'm like, you don't even. I guess it's your right to also get $800 unemployment every week because you never work, but now you all of a sudden
you got some cash in your pocket.
all of a sudden you got. They were talking about. We were talking to people. If you try to go to a Target right now and get a TV, not gonna happen.
Really? Oh my God! People are buying it with the 20.
If you go to Target and try to get a TV, they don't have any in stock. Zero.
That
If you
20.
try to go to Walmart and buy a TV, nothing. They don't have anything. Nothing.
Wow! Stimulus checks are going to fucking not to household goods, not to food. It's going to buy
TVs. What do you expect? I mean, what do they expect to go to? Pay your rent? No. I need to buy a TV, and then I'm gonna call the landlord up and be like, "Hey, I can't afford my rent because I just got this new 80-inch plasma TV.
That's
My
fantastic.
stimulus money." And the landlord's be like, "I can't kick you out because it won't let me because if I do,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be penalized." So it's ridiculous. But yeah, that's what they're using that money for.
That's fantastic.
It's I call it the Katrina mentality. If you remember, after Katrina, the FEMA money started coming in to help people out, and they were buying all kinds of things.
Yeah.
The money dried up.
Yep. Right. Yeah, that money was to help them get back on their feet. This money is to help people get back on their feet. The stimulus after September 11th was to stimulate the economy. They wanted you to go buy a fucking TV. Like that was,
Right.
They wanted you to put it back into the economy to buy shit, to stimulate the economy for taxes and get money flowing again. Go to Best Buy, buy something. That's not what the shit's for. It's $2,400 because you're unemployed. You have no money, and you probably won't have a job in another 4 or 5 months. So I'm not surprised to hear that that's what they're doing with it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're doing with it.
That's great. That is fantastic.
Gotta love America.
America. Gotta
Yeah.
love
That's
America.
why we won't. That's why contact tracing and all those shits. It's not gonna take
It's
over.
not going to happen here. I mean, it's the right thing to do. China's done it right. That's the solution. That doesn't mean that that's what we're going to do, because it's all voluntary unless they do that cell phone shit. Which again, the terms and conditions on Verizon, I'm sure they're stealing all of our privacy and taking everything from us. But at the same time, yeah, we opted in, but I don't think we opted in for that. We didn't opt in to be tracked and traced and who we've been next to. And then that person gets a red dot on their phone, or the phone turns red. That sounds incredible. That's when you have a communist country. I guess you could do anything you want.
Communist country, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it won't happen here, but I mean, they gotta do something to trace people who have been in contact with people who ended up testing positive. I mean, they gotta do something. I don't know what it is, but they gotta do something. But that's the kind of stuff that the Fed should be doing, but they're not. I mean, they're just whatever they are doing. I have no idea. Man.
Yeah.
Democrats write an 1,800-page bill that's never going to go anywhere. Like, you probably should have took all the political capital and tried to do something like figure out how to solve this contact tracing.
Yeah, that.
Oh, I could do that.
And then there's another bill out there, like again, the CARES Act passed, and then this other one. Which one other? Wait, who's here?
I'm going to go run, put the garbage out, so Mom's going to come in and say hello again.
Okay.
Hello again.
Garbage. Trying about garbage.
Yeah, the HEROES Act. That's the 1,800-page bill that Dems wrote in the House, and they're like, it ain't going anywhere.
No.
Like,
I hope they didn't put the RAWA in there. The RAWA Act is the big one for like workforce development. That's the economic one that goes to like community colleges and workforce boards and whatnot. Like that's the. I would like that one to get passed.
It's $3
I didn't do a
trillion.
stimulus check yet.
I got mine today.
You got a stimulus check?
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. We ran the numbers and I thought we were over.
You got like a check?
No, it was an electronic deposit.
Yes, we were still waiting for like a
Did you
physical
have to
check.
go online and like put your direct deposit info in?
Yeah, or they send you a physical check. It just takes longer to get a physical check.
Yeah, but we didn't. We did. Yeah, I did because I knew we haven't paid. We haven't done an ETF with them in
Right.
6 years. So I had to go into the portal and like change my address,
All right.
put the billing information in there. If I was to get one, or was that for the EDIL? I don't remember now.
I don't know.
Because-
You had to put it in somewhere because you hadn't put your. They only done direct deposits if it was on your return. You don't have direct deposit information on your
Oh,
return.
because I don't.
Yeah,
get
we don't
it.
have direct deposit because we always pay. So
That's what.
Yeah, so that means you're going to get a Trump check. Are you going to get a Trump check in the letter? I mean, be excited about that. You
Put everything away.
can frame that joint.
Walk here and there. Is that house?
I gotta go pack. So I gotta go pack. For
I'm going to Disney World, brah. Hey, wait, when are y'all
we'll
going?
have fun on the beaches.